I don't sip from the flash. Still on the move on the spirit of my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the glass. Never want smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fat charge. Got on my side, I don't got it at cars. Pressure was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a star. Cause I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice. Wall, my thoughts had a bounty, fish in my ear like spit for the county. Spirit said chill, but the trigger was tempting. Whole lot of demons in the section I'm stepping. Brain got a drum or a hole like a stick. Thank for the Lord, every ride gon' hit. Close to the slide, it was running like bait. I carry that text like a windshield whip. Flex that flex, feel said rest. I was 10 toes down in the spiritual test. Back from the dirt, still cleaner than most. Flesh won't toast, but the spirit won't boast. Devil told laws, I be catching that purr. That's over views, but the Lord says spur. Fast like collar with the engine on red. Put it in park after old me dead. I got the juice, I don't sip from the flash. Still on the move on the spirit of my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the glass. Never want smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fat charge. Got on my side, I don't got it at cars. Pressure was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a star. Cause I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice. Give me the juice, but it came with the blessing. Get so many nights, turn pain into blessing. This won't place, I just wanted confessions. The pain won't dip, so I dug through the lessons. Wasn't no cap in my knee when I bow. Spirit said speak, so I prayed out loud. Old two sins, so I switched my crowd. Covered with saints, not chasing the cloud. Spirit said spin, spirit said build. Spirit said feast, spirit said steal. Spirit said slide, spirit said kneel. Now I'm bulletproof, walking in the king's wheel. I got that gold like a Moses to sin. Bible in hand, that's a loaded in 10. All in my cup like it came from the press. Ain't chasing no fame, just battle the flesh. I got the juice, I don't sip from no flash. Still on the move on the spirit of my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the glass. Never want smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fat charge. Got on my side, I don't got it at cars. Pressure was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a star. Cause I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice. I don't see from the flesh. Holy Spirit, my gas. On me, you can check out the class. Devil won't smoke, I'm prepared for the clash. Juice in my veins like a post-fat charge. God on my side, I don't got a car.
You already know who it is. It's one of the hosts on Paradigm Shift. I go by the name of Cannon. You already know. We got a banger today. Listen, I just want to say shout out to my man Himron, a.k.a. Hemi, with the juice. I got the juice. Whenever this played, that joint is definitely a banger. Shout outs to everybody who is tuned in. You know what I mean? This is we ready. We waiting on the champ. You know, the champ gotta do his thing. We in here. I got my opponent, Lucifer, is ready to go. I'm going to just do a couple of shout-outs and see what's going on with everybody. If you in the chat, let me get a what up. Step into the light. What it do? Hey, King Hercules, what's going on, my boy? Michelle Turner, hey, fam. What's going on? I definitely got to get with you on the anime tip. What's going on? I see Coliseum of Arguments. Shay, what's going on? There you go. The infamous DMG, the HNIC in the building. I see the bar reloaded in the building. Neo One Love. These nuts. Yo, y'all stupid. So it's just like, yeah, we random info. Where you at? There we go. Boom. Swords on the screen. Yo, yo, yo. We in there. Q with the booty. What's going on? What's that in your screen? What's that? Food? Crackers or something? We in the building. Oh, let me put this in there. If you want support, Night of the Living Arguments here. Check this out. This is the Venmo. This is the Venmo information right here. Support the Night of the Living Dead. You know what I mean? We just try and get it done. If you appreciate what we doing on the channel and you appreciate what Paradigm Shift is doing, make sure you get with us. Plug in here for your support. We appreciate you on the YouTube channel. Shout outs to everybody in the Facebook. Anonymous Hebrew, what's going on? I see KOT in the building. Anonymous Hebrew in the building. Hey, Ray, what's going on in the building? Heavy Hitters Debate League. Yes, sir. What's going on, champ? Oh, yeah, you got to hit. Don't forget. Thank you, Vincent. My man, Vincent Mueller, one of the top supporters of the channel on every episode, on everything we do. Vincent Mueller say hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You know, do what you got to do. Get with us. So now, you know, basically what we're going to do right now is we're going to take another selection from the choir. You know what I mean? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got going on. I'm going to play another little quick little selection, and then we're going to get right into it. Matter of fact, let's run that let's run this one more time, because I'm literally just waiting on the guy, the man, the myth, the legend, Pan. Let me see what we got going on here on the music tip. Let me see what this is right here. You know, I just grabbed something at random. I ain't gonna hold you. Little ominous music.
Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. We gon' come and see about it. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. Find out nothing sweet about it. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. We gon' come and see about it. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. Find out nothing sweet about it. Look, mile like 3-6 pulled up, ski trip cold winter. All my niggas eating good. I remember when we had no dinner. West side, east side, no side, both sides fucking with me. Check, coming, check, leaving flex season. Fuck 12, come and get me. Get your ass to run around high speed, chasing all the big bags. Bending corners, bending rules, bending necks. Give your bitch a whiplash. Slide through hot knife, warm butter storm, gutter drain lane. Young man, old habit, still at it, tryna let my chain hang. True story, new story, 2-story condo, B&B. 4 bath, 1 me, no key, like I did a B&E. B&Me so good, so hood, so not worried about it. 250,000 new views, old news, know you probably heard about it. Extra read about it. Headline, word around town, flexing. Ballin' on my course, so I ain't worried about nobody out of bounds, stressing. Feeling like Hercules, murder these pussies ain't a problem to me. Tight to tell the maid service, don't come unless you bringin' condoms to me. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. We gon' come and see about it. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. Find out nothing sweet about it. Moving, shaking, coming down to me. Stacking, racking, money, power flipping. Moving, shaking, coming down to me. Stacking, racking, money, power flipping. Moving, shaking, coming down to me. Stacking, racking, money, power flipping. Moving, shaking, coming down to me. Stacking, racking, money, power flipping. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. We gon' come and see about it. Flexing.
Culinary art school. I'm gonna put the heat to pan. You know what's coming his way. I want to talk about that Pan-African shit when he was talking about Afro-Ukrainians, Afro-Sri Lankans. I want to talk about that, man. I think this dude got a serious race problem. I want to have a discussion, a debate about that, man. Put that on the line. You believe that race connects all these people, that they're all the same? Afro-Sri Lankans are the same? You think Afro-Ukrainians, everybody's the same? Is that what you think, man? What's connecting all these people? Your idea of race. Is the idea of race even real? Is that something tangible? Is that something that we can look and examine?
Lucifer, the devil, is at your door. Talk to him.
Yeah, you know what it is. Super Pan Man, wild as the Taliban. Salute everybody in the audience. Salute the Pan fans. Salute my opponent. Salute his fan. What was this talking about? But yeah, I don't address cousin. He can see me in the ring and get his head knocked off. It's just nothing. He's just another victim. And his pomp and circumstance that he's trying to come in is just gonna make it harder for his ego after I whoop his ass.
This October, the mind games return. Two of the most dangerous thinkers in the Versus series step into the arena. Lucifer, the rebel intellect who questions everything. Standing in the way of the devil's glory is Pan, the reigning world champion, the Pan-African hero of the people, who must become something unholy to face something unholy. Enter Candy Pan. But can the champion's alter ego stand against the most sinister debater in the Versus series? The topic? Is race fake? One says race is the illusion. The other says it's an undeniable part of reality. On October 24th, only one truth survives, Night of the Living Arguments, where weak arguments go to die. Night of the Living Arguments Night to October 25th. This Halloween season, the scriptures shake, and the spirits of doctrine rise from the grave. Mr. Debate Mania himself, Big Himmy, the biblical barbarian, returns, sword in hand, ready to defend the faith with fire and fury. But standing across the stage, cloaked in mystery and ancient knowledge, the anonymous, Hebrew the unseen scholar rises from the shadows to challenge the very roots of Christianity itself. The topic: do the writings of the Apostolic Fathers corrupt biblical Christianity? When belief meets bloodshed and conviction faces corruption, only one will leave the arena standing. Night of the Living Arguments, where weak doctrines go to die. October 20.
The opinions and perspectives shared by our guests and debaters on Paradigm Shift TV, 314, and the Versus series are their own. They do not necessarily represent the views of the platform. We support open dialogue and critical thought, but encourage viewers to think for themselves.
Juice, I don't sip from the flash. Still on the move, on the spirit, my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the glass. Never want smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fat charge. Got on my side, I don't got it at card. Pressure was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a dip of a star. Cause I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice. My thoughts had a bind, he flips in my ear like spit for the county. Bitch at you, but the trigger was tempting. Whole lot of demons in the section, I'm stepping. Brain got a drum or a hole like a stick. Playing for the Lord, every ride gon' heat. First and slide, it was running like bait. I carry that text like a windshield whip. Flex that flex, figure said rest. I was 10 toes down in the spiritual test. Back for the dirt, still cleaner than most. Flesh won't toast, but the spirit won't boast. Devil told laws, I be catching that bird. Let's go revenge, but the Lord says spur. Fast like color with the engine on red. Put it in park after old me dead. I got the juice, I don't sip from the flash. Still on the move, on the spirit, my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the glass. Never want smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fat charge. But on my side, I don't got it at card. Pressure was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a star. Cause I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the got the juice. Gave me the juice, but it came with the blessing. Get so many nights and painted the blessing. Bitch won't place, I just wanted confessions. The fame won't dip, so I dug through the lessons. Wasn't no cap in my knee when I bow. Peter said speak, so I prayed out loud. Old too slim, so I switched my cloud. Cooking with saints, not chasing the cloud. Flesh said speed, spirit said build. Flesh said feast, spirit said steal. Flesh said slide, spirit said kneel. Now I'm bulletproof, walking in the king's wheel. I got that gold like a Moses the sin. Bible in hand, that's a loaded in 10. All in my cup like it came from the prison. Ain't chasing no fame, just battle the flesh. I got the juice, I don't sip on no flash. Still on the move, Holy Spirit, my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the glass. Never won't smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fast charge. Not on my side, I don't got it. That pressure was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a scar. Cause I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I don't sip from the flask. Still on the move, Holy Spirit, my gas. On me, you can check out the class. Devil won't smoke, I'm prepared for the clash. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fast charge. God on my side, I don't.
Yeah, you already know. It's about that time. It's about that time. Let me get between these two guys real quick. Let me switch it up. There we go. Listen, had to make sure y'all was ready. I think we got a nice amount of people in the stadium right now. My guy is here. The combatant is here. We got a good one for this. But mic check. a.k.a. Lucifer, make sure your mic is good.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Okay.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Man. Check yours.
Microphone check. Microphone check.
There we go. Everything's sounding pretty good in the building. Listen, I want y'all to reintroduce yourself. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. Lucifer, go ahead and reintroduce yourself, my guy.
I watched all your debates, Pan. That's why you taking a dirt nap. All I saw was ass on the stream, like a thirst trap. I'm a Christian vet, reaper sweep, collecting souls. Now I gotta collect pans, the kitchen set. 5.56 rounds come out that clip. He gets shot in the knees since he hide behind that bitch. Y'all think Pan ultimate? Well, it's gonna be ultimatum. Put a bag on his head. I ain't talking bread. I'm trying to suffocate him. I'm Donald Trump. Ain't nobody topping my campaign. You introduce Ida Pan. Now I gotta get this man pain. I'm in the kitchen cooking with Pan, showing my ass. Vin Rames. Speaking of stoves, y'all gas Pan. Now you getting flamed. And truthfully, I don't give a fuck. You watch the movie Sinners. You know what I learned? These niggas suck. What up, boy? Pan a fuck boy. I'm about to wash Pan. And I bust, boy. He gets shot in the stomach. Dump a shell in Pan. We making omelets. Nigga do all that woofing just to get put on Fox. Y'all about to see pancake mix. He getting put in the box. I'm in the bushes since you think I'm a fucking coon. Now up and boom, I send this nigga to the upper room, mashed up like a scuba diver, pull up like an Uber driver, let the heat rock him. Now you in lava. When you debating me, better learn how to rap or he getting clapped. Flip Pan backwards, he taking a nap. Like the antebellum South, I'll work the nigga, straight murk the nigga. Next shot, Charlie Kirk the nigga. Let me rewind that so I can define that. Once I get my win, he won't be seen in public speaking again. Speaking of wins, all your shit weak, nigga. You ain't matching me and my peak, nigga. I guess I am racist. All I do is beat niggas. This is Jashub versus an Afro sparse. Dr. York, he attempted to fuck with the kid. Now he dying behind bars. My weapon's marine-like. Luke Skywalker, beam on the weapon. It was his time to go. I gave him the green light. Keep this shit internet. Don't take it to real life. Super Mario, I travel with that pipe. Let me rewind that so I can define that. If any of you niggas take that trip, Mario Kart, I'm tossing shells out the whip. Pan, how that 45 sound? Take these 45 rounds. I'm a heavyweight in the ball, only 45 pounds. I let it ring anywhere. I got a Verizon plan. Doing greasy, now I'm frying Pan. Put one in your head, Pan. You in the hospital or bedpan. Necromancer, I'm talking to a dead man. I give him that flat line. That shit straighten his ass out like a flat iron. Pan a bitch, Pangria, get Pansia. His wife at the funeral crying, the shit breaking his earth up, Pangea. Slide after slide, I let that Drake hit. he gonna hear the same shit over and over a Drake hit. It's gonna be curtains for this nigga. The Drake kid. They gonna be examining how I abuse this pussy. The rape kid. Cause I clap his ass. I let the Magnum blast. Catholic school, he get hit with the ruler stick if you acting bad. I'm the man up here. I don't fuck with none of you bitches. The man of spear. Feed them bamboo sticks if you think Panda Bear. 5, 5, 6, 7, 6, 2. That's a lot for Panda Bear. Now that was clever. I said Panda Bear. We talking race. I'm putting black and whites together. I ain't with none of the nonsense. I'll smack him till you lose conscience. He ain't gonna do shit. This pan non-stick. He ain't got a blick. So tell your niggas to stop the shit before I pop your shit. This ain't gonna make it to the third round. They gonna have to stop the shit. It's gonna be the pandemonium when I dumb out. Sonic the Hedgehog. If I get touched, rounds come out. I'm Liam Neeson with that shotgun. And how you from the bar and you ain't got none? The barrel's spinning like a pulley, my nigga. And it's scholastic bully, my nigga. So I'm gonna bully that nigga. Every round I'm pulling that trigger. And your name Pan because you a pussy ass nigga. To beat me, this atheist gonna need a miracle. Headshot. And I'm a Negro spiritual. It is evident I'm a Christian nigga. Not because of tradition, nigga. Because I spent my whole career whipping niggas. And fuck honey. I let the Glock strike. That bitch is the type I'll pill her assault. Lot's wife. This bitch like getting beat. She a masochist. I'll indent your servant. Now you know who the master is. This slow nigga didn't get that. The Glock indent this nigga. Push his shit back. I can get you took out this country. I'll do him cold as ice. Wait, I said I'll remove him from this country. That's the roll of ice. Ebenezer Poltergeist. You're going to lose your soul tonight. Alejandro Crip. He represent the blood of Christ and he was praying all night. For fucking who? Satanic ritual. I'm the fucking goat. Cause you know in a satanic ritual, they use a fuck a goat. Your career going up in smoke. I put shit in motion, put hands on Pan, we give devotion. I'm about to raise Pan up, a great promotion. And they said I was gaslighting Pan. What you get when you put gas in light? An explosion. I let the clip bust. You ain't gonna do shit but bitch up, and I've been telling you niggas it ain't a debate. It's a stick up. Damn.
All right. Okay. I see what we're doing tonight. Let me reintroduce the champion, the man, the myth, the cartoon, the legend, Pain.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah, you know what it is. Super Pan Man, Wild the Taliban. I'm in the building. That's what it is. Homeboy been thinking about me for 5 months. So it makes sense that he had that long rap. I've been in his brain this whole time, and now it's the culmination of that, and we're here. You hear him stuttering. That's the nervous energy. We're here to prove us a couple things, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, y'all know my position. I wanted to say a couple of things. First of all, I want to say shout out to Tony Todd. Shout out to the judges, shout out to the platform and all the people that's watching. Shout out to the Pan fans, the barbarians. Gang, do you gang bang? You feel me? Also, I just wanted to say one line. Among the stars, Denise's, Valora. Among the stars, Denise's, Valora. See, the brother likes to play around like he's the devil or Lucifer and doing these satanic rituals coming from an Abrahamic mindset. See, he don't realize it's worse places than hell and worse demons than the devil. He about to find out. Have a nice day.
All right. These are some very, very interesting intros. You know, this debate. Let me say this real quick before we get this started. You know, if you gonna come on Paradigm Shift and debate, you know, you gotta understand it ain't just about putting information together. This is infotainment. You getting entertainment. You getting some catchphrases. You getting some bars. You getting everything that you need right here. This is a one-stop shop. You know, this gonna be a good debate. So without further ado, you know, my combatants, get yourselves together. I want to go ahead and open up for intros, a 3-minute opening for each participant, you know. So now that we got that out the way, I'm going to give you 3 minutes. It's on you, Lucifer.
All right. Hold on, let me get my timer right. All right, I got it. Today, Lucifer affirms the motion, race is fake. We are here today to dismantle one of the most persistent and destructive fictions in human history, the concept of race. We assert that race is a baseless construct, a social political invention without any fundamental grounding in human biology, genetics, or reality. It is a myth that continues to have devastating consequences. The core of our argument is simple. Genetic reality negates racial categories, making and rendering race fake. When we look at the human genome, the foundation blueprints of life, the idea of distinct biologically defined races simply evaporates. And this is what we're going to be dealing with today, showing that the idea that people are in these separate, distinct, exclusive groups is false, which is what race is, and we're going to define it. There's a massive genetic overlap. The vast majority of genetic variation, an estimated 85 to 90%, exists within so-called racial groups, not between them. Any two individuals from supposedly different races will on average share about 90%, 99% of their DNA. The many differences that do exist are distributed clinally or continuously across the globe, not in neat segmented buckets. So this is showing that race is fake. There's no major gene or set of genes that nearly distinguishes one race from another. Autosomes is shared ancestry. Our autosomes, the 22 pairs of non-sex chromosomes that make up the bulk of our DNA, tell the story of shared ancestry. They show a deep genetic overlap across all continental populations. And this is what's going to really kill this debate, because the idea of race is of separate, distinct, exclusive groups. And we can see within our autosomes, our genes, our genetic makeup, these things are records of our ancestors and where we come from. We can clearly see there's a lot of shared overlap between these groups, letting you know that race is fake and it does not reflect the natural world. There are no physical properties of race. Race does not exist in the physical realm. Race does not exist. It is fake. It says the common perception of racial purity is a delusion. Every human population is an admixture. So the physical traits we use to define race, phenotypes like skin color, hair texture, or facial features are weak and non-existent basis for categorization. These traits are controlled by very small fractions of the genome and often evolve rapidly in response to local environmental pressures like UV radiation. We see groups that share the same phenotype but have different ancestries. And conversely, groups with different phenotypes but are closely related. So again, race is fake because we see between these groups, and that's what we're going to discuss tonight. We see shared ancestry, breaking the axiom of race, breaking the imagined idea of race. We see shared ancestry across quote-unquote racial groups. For example, people with dark skin evolve independently in parts of Africa, India, and Australia. Their shared trait is an adaptation, not proof of recent shared racial lineage. This divergence between outward appearance and underlying genetic ancestry proves that biological basis for race is nothing more than a superficial coincidence.
That's time. All right.
Hey, I got a question, Ken. Before we start my time, can he just finish that last sentence that he just said? You stopped him. I want to hear the last word he said. I didn't catch it.
Yes, sir.
Or you can just go. Race is fake.
Okay, you're right. I was going to try to give you a chance to finish, bro. That's cool.
I'm done.
So just let me know when it's my time.
I'm resetting the timer now. Give me a second.
Okay.
All right, 3 minutes on the clock, and it's on you.
Right, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is a relatively easy. Yeah, we can start. This is a relatively easy topic and debate. Basically, it's my position that race is real. It manifests.
Speak up. I stopped your time. Speak up a little bit. You're a little bit low.
All right, check 1, 2. Can you hear me right here?
Yeah, you good.
It's good.
Stay up that level.
It's good. I got to stay right here. Check 1. All right, let's go.
All right, on you.
Bring up the energy. All right, race is real. It manifests itself as a lived social and genetic reality connecting the African diaspora across continents. While genetics reveal shared ancestral lineages that trace back to Africa, identity and collective consciousness sustain this connection through cultural memory, self-recognition, and historical experience. Race is a dynamic synthesis of biology, history, and identity that continues to unite people of African descent worldwide. Now, what the brother is going to have to show y'all is that everything that's dealing with race is not real as well. The feelings that and the historical experiences that we've had across the African diaspora, the self-recognition that people have connecting themselves to the African diaspora and to each other, and the cultural memories that people have. You have to erase all of that just so he can prove his point that race is not real. So race is definitely fake. I'm going to be proving it throughout this, among the stars, Denisha Valora. And I just want to say, advance to victory with the might of red, black, and green. Have a nice day.
He's done, Kenny. He's done.
I apologize. I was talking with the mic muted. I was saying that was his 3-minute intro. Now we are getting ready to prepare for the first round. Each participant presents their argument, and we're going to set the clock for 15 minutes for this first round. Are you gentlemen ready?
Let me set my time.
Let me know when your time is set. Can I upload your presentation on the screen?
Yes, go ahead and share it. Make it big, please.
All right. How's that look on your end?
Perfect.
All right.
Can you drop the banner? Can you drop the banner, please? Countdown the night of living arguments. Can you drop that for me before we start?
Find it. I just gotta find it in the system. Shoot. Let me see.
Yeah, waiting on that to be moved. I want everybody to see my screen. I don't want to see anything. I don't want anything to be obstructed.
All right, how's this? You good now?
That's perfect. That's perfect. All right, let's start.
All right, I'll start when you start.
Is race fake? Night of the living arguments. I just want to address this opening real quick. Things that have real implications does not mean the idea itself is real. We're going to get into that. Witches had real implications. People died in the Salem witch trials. Religions have real implications and consequences. That does not mean the religion itself is true or the gods and deities thereof are true. Just saying something has implications does not mean it's true. Fake. What does the word fake mean? Because we're dealing with race, right? It's not true, real, or genuine. And that's what we're going to prove, that race is not true, real, or genuine. What does it mean to be real? Actually existing as a thing or occurring in fact. Not imagine. Race is imagine. It's not real. If it is real, show me the genes. Show me the autosomes. Show me the chromosomes. You can't. It is imagined. It's completely a product of human imagination from the colonial period, or supposed. Second definition of a substance or thing. Show me the physical properties of it. Not imitation or artificial. Genuine. Race is ideology that doesn't reflect reality, which makes it fake. The world of the state of things. This is the definition of reality. The world or the state of things as they actually exist, as opposed to an idealistic or notional idea of them. Race does not reflect biology, so it doesn't actually exist. Race is idealistic, so therefore it's not a part of reality, therefore it's fake. Definition number 2, the state of or quality of having existence or substance. I want my judges to remember these definitions. Race is fake because physical traits overlap groups with different ancestries and vice versa. I touched on this in my opening. Race, according to the Merriam-Webster, is any one of the groups that humans are often divided into based on physical traits regarded as common among people of shared ancestry. Race is fake because you can't group people based on their physical traits, because there are people that are disparate, separate from each other, and not even closely or recently related and have the same or similar features. And even in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it tells you that the word race, the way you use it today, is false. Completely false. It says since 1A of this entry describes the word race as it is most frequently used to refer to the various groups that humans are often divided into based on physical traits. These traits being regarded as common among people of shared ancestry. This use of race dates to the late 18th century. and was for many years applied in scientific fields such as physical anthropology, with race differentiation being based on such qualities as skin color, hair form, head shape, and particular sets of cranial dimensions. Advances in the field of genetics in the 20th century determined no biological basis for races in this sense of the word, as all humans alive today share 99.99% of their genetic material. For this reason, the concept of distinct human races today has little scientific standing. Race is fake because skin color does not reflect autosomal, which is your overall ancestry, or uniparental, which is your direct maternal and paternal ancestries. It doesn't reflect it. And there's my source there, Luke et al. 2021, up-to-date science. And we're going to get into this paper later. Skin color categories in Brazil do not reflect their total ancestry. That's what your autosomes are, or your uniparental ancestries. Race ideology is a belief, not a fact. Race ideology, remember the definition, it cannot be idealistic. If it's idealistic, it does not exist in the natural world. If you remove humans, if you remove your imagination, it does not exist at all. Therefore, it's fake. It's idealistic. Race ideology was based on a belief in the existence of separate, distinct, and exclusive groups that were made unequal by God or nature. That's the history. In the inception of race, it is false. A product of human imagination, not nature itself. Race is fake because it was literally created by human imagination. Race was created. There are no natural kinds of people created by God or shaped by evolution. So whether you're a theist or an atheist, there's no argument for it because it does not exist in the physical realm. Rather, race was created as a folk idea in a scientific ideology. That's how it was created in the human imagination. All my sources on the bottom of the screen. Race does not exist in the natural world. Therefore, race is fake. Biologically speaking, race does not exist. And this bears serious implication for other definitions of race. For example, societally speaking, the idea of race certainly does exist. Again, the idea. So it doesn't exist in real time. It's not real. It is fake. It's idealistic. It's not a part of reality. It's not true. It's not genuine. Race associated with abstract beliefs proves it is false. Race associated with abstract beliefs about shared genetic ancestry or biological traits is abstract beliefs. It's not concrete. These are all beliefs. But this man's an atheist. He'll tell you, oh, the Bible is just full of beliefs and fairy tales. That's socially constructed and socially agreed upon. It has implications and consequences like the Crusades. People got killed and enslaved based off their religion. That does not make the religion true. Race is fake because it was literally created by human imagination. Again, no natural kinds. Race does not reflect biological reality. Despite the correlation between self-identified race, ethnicity, and genetic ancestries, including in the U.S. and Latin America, race and ethnicity are poor proxies for genetic ancestry. Again, more evidence of it not reflecting biological reality, which is not real. Therefore, race is fake. Again, race is fake. Our findings indicate that ancestry cross-classifies ethno-linguistic groups. So I don't care what group you're in, what pseudo-racial group you're a part of, we share ancestry. Therefore, there is no separate, distinct groups that are exclusive. Because as you're going to see, all of these groups have something in common called Western Asian DNA. It says that its Western Asian ancestry simultaneously exists in Africa, Asia, and Europe, as well as in the U.S. racial categories, Black or African American, Asian, and white. Thus, in contrast to race, ancestry is a valid genomic classifier. Again, all my sources on the bottom of the screen. Sued racial label white proves that race is fake. The racial label white fails to capture this difference in proportion of Northern versus Southern European ancestry. Because what you're going to find out and what we're going over is that these people are tapestries. They're a composite of ancestries. When we're dealing with Europeans, just calling them white fails to capture the variance. It fails to capture the intercontinental admixture. These people are Yanaya, early hunter-gatherers, early European farmers, Western hunter-gatherers, all put together. Even North African ancestry, Morocco, I.a.a. early 15,000-year-old forager ancestry within these people. Groups migrate and mix with each other. So therefore, there can't be a singular entity known as race, which that singular entity will be white. That's why it fails to capture it. Again, moral race does not reflect biological reality as applied to admixed African Americans. Admixture mapping relies on genetic differentiation between ancestries from Africa and Europe. African Americans are a composite of mainly Africans and Europeans. Uniformly classifying admixed African Americans with the racial label black fails to capture intercontinental admixture and precludes use of the technique source on the bottom of the screen. Similarly, the term black race shouldn't be used because it implies black people are a distinct group or race that can be objectively defined. So again, it does not reflect reality. It is false. It is fake. It's only idealistic. So therefore, it does not exist. It is not real. In order for it to be real, it needs to be in the physical properties of nature. Racial definitions are problematic because not only are they stigmatizing, they are historically wrong, says Ambrose Wonkum, a medical geneticist at Johns Hopkins University and president of the African Society of Human Genetics. Race is often used as a proxy for genetic diversity, but race cannot be used to capture diversity at all. Race doesn't exist. Source on the bottom of the screen. Ancestral differences in Africa proves that race is fake. Similarly, Southeastern Bantu sample comprises individuals from Tswana and Zulu ethno-linguistic groups and reflects intracontinental admixture between Bantu-speaking peoples and indigenous Khoisan-speaking peoples, uniformly classifying this sample with the continental label African or the racial label Black fails to capture the essential ancestral differences. See, we see in nature, you know what we see in nature? We see your genes. It shows you your mothers and your fathers, all of your ancestors, and none of it comports with race. Your genes are real, race is fake. To exemplify this, I want my judges to look at this chart. DNA of Africans prove race is false because the black race isn't separate and distinct. As you can see on the chart, the different colors represent different ancestries. A South African hunter-gatherer is vastly different from an Igbo, even though they share the same continent and sued racial label. Quasi-racial label, even though they share the same racial label. Look how vastly different they are. Igbo is completely of a different component of West African agrarian ancestry, and the Jahansi are completely Southern African hunter-gatherer related. Rainforest hunter-gatherers are completely different from Igbos. They're completely different from Somalis and completely different from Oromo, Amhara, the Qatar, the Mazabite, even though they're all African. And even if they all share similar skin tone, they are completely and vastly different from themselves. So using the singular entity black or a racial label does not capture this. Therefore, it does not reflect reality. You got reality on the screen staring at you. Your genes exist, not race. Even the ancient DNA of Africa isn't, but widely variegated, which means race is fake. Here's the ancient DNA samples of Africa. We can clearly see there's a variance amongst all groups, a variance of all these people, not one individual the same. These people are composites of different ancestries, different ways of human migration, coming from outside the continent and within the continent. Race is a singular entity concept. These are not singular entities. These are multiple entities coming together to create a tapestry, a composite of different groups. Therefore, race is fake and does not reflect reality. Here's a PC chart that does the same thing. The PC chart is to put populations in to see how closely they're related to each other or distantly related. And as you can see, all of these African groups cluster into their own particular clusters. West African ancestry agriculturists have their own cluster. Central African hunter-gatherers are their own cluster. The Mota are their own. The East African hunter-gatherers, different from West Africans, have their own cluster. East African pastoralists actually have overlap with Near Easterners because Near Easterners have a history of migrating into Africa and vice versa. They all are their own separate clusters. This is why race is fake. It does not reflect reality. What's the litmus test on this? Your genes, your chromosomes. That's how we can tell if this thing is true or not. And it's not, does not represent reality. In order for it to be real, it has to be true and genuine. And it does not fit those categories at all. As you can see in the PC chart, these people are separate from each other with their genes, so therefore cannot be categorized under one singular entity. Again, the principal components chart display how race is fake. Race is fake because it's an imperfect descriptor of ancestry. The vast majority of present-day humans have mixed ancestry. No matter what pseudo-imagined racial label you put on them, they have mixed ancestry. A Sri Lankan, an Afro-Sri Lankan is completely different from a Congolese. A Negrito may have similar phenotype, but is completely different from a Congolese, from an Igbo or a Yoruba, or someone from Benin or Togo. Completely different. Furthermore, the group labels continent, sample, race, and ethnicity are all imperfect descriptors of ancestry, such that ancestry is the preferred genomic classifier. Again, all my sources on the bottom of the screen. Everything's up to date here. Race relies heavily on skin color, which proves it is fake. Because skin color has been under strong selective pressure, similar skin colors can result from convergent adaptation rather than from genetic relateness. So trying to put them all in one singular entity known as race, trying to call everybody black and white does not capture this. Therefore, it's not reflecting reality. Reality is in your genes, your biology, your ancestors. Sub-Saharan Africans, tribal populations from southern India and Australian Aborigines have similar skin pigmentation, but genetically, they are no more similar than our other widely separated groups. Furthermore, in some parts of the world in which people from different regions have mixed extensively, the connection between skin color and ancestry has been substantially weakened. In Brazil, for example, skin color is not closely associated.
2-minute warning.
In Brazil, for example, skin color is not closely associated with the percentage of recent African ancestors a person has, as estimated from an analysis of genetic variance differing in frequency among continental groups. And my source, again, bottom of the screen. So now, it's going to haplogroups. Haplogroups prove that race is fake as well, because a haplogroup is a genetic population group of people who share a common ancestor on the patriline or the matriline, your mother's line and your father line. This shows common ancestry, not racial groups. Haplogroups prove that race is fake because shared traits do not equate shared ancestry. Ironic that those with what can be called the stereotype African facial morphology, the way they look, the shape and form of their face, and very dark skin are precisely those with the European haplogroup. They have direct European ancestry. Many of you African Americans have direct European ancestry, descend from European males, European forefathers. Same thing on the continent. You got a whole group of people known as the Chadic-speaking people, and they all descend from early Villa Bruna, Central Europeans. All of them. That's a major component showing you that race is false. They're not separate, distinct, and exclusive groups. There is a lot of overlap. The silver bullet here to kill it is admixture.
That's time. All right. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna just remove it from the screen. You don't got to cancel it out. Let me just get y'all back together on up here. All right. What we're going to do now is I am going to upload. Pan, do you have a presentation you need to upload? All right. I see your screen. I'm adding it. All right.
Check one. You hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, it's clear. You can hear me clear?
Yep. Sound good.
Okay, I got a question. I don't know if you're gonna be opposed to this. If so, I get it. Can you give me a 5-minute warning every 5 minutes?
All right.
It's 15 minutes.
So 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Got you.
Yeah.
Let me read.
I mean, unless he's opposed to it. You feel me? Because I respect that. Because you.
No, I don't.
All right. Let me know when you're ready. I will start when you start.
Hold on. Is this moving?
Yes, it's moving.
All right, because I can't really see.
When you start, I'll also enlarge your screen as well.
Okie dokie. Say something else to make sure I'm hearing everything.
Check. 1, 2, microphone
okay.
checker. Paradigm
314.
Also, while we getting this together, look at that like button. Hit that bad boy. If you like where we at so far, we at the bottom of the first. Please hit the like button. If you're a Paradigm Shift supporter, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, and if you want the latest and greatest updates, hit that bell. Bing. Back to you, Pam. I'm
All
ready when
right.
you are.
I am ready. Let's do it.
All right, I'm strong.
So again, I took this very seriously, just like I did the last debate. Salute to the Candy Man, the original Tony Todd, the OG, you know what I'm saying? And to the Candy Pan. Race is a culmination of the cultural and social meanings assigned to various people based on physical attributes, specifically skin pigmentation. The process of designating certain groups to a race is called racialization. That's in Britannica. Boom. Now, I already gave you this in my intro, but race is real based on our identity and collective consciousness, self-recognition, cultural memory, historical experiences, as well as genetics. First round is going to be sponsored by Cutwater. Be a hero. So, welcome to Candy Hollow. I got some sources for y'all. So let's see if we can get into it. What is race? So we checked the legal definition. So he went straight to the medical things. But what I find is race is real everywhere in the world except for on Jashub's slides, right? So the legal definition, it tells you that it's a culmination. Well, this is not the legal definition up here. I'm reading it from the race is a culmination of cultural and social meanings, right?
Speak up.
Here's speak up, check 1, 2. You see down here at the bottom, these are legal court decisions that tells you that race is based on physical characteristics, color, and also you need to understand that it's written. These things is written in the words of common speech for common understanding by unscientific men. So when we talk about race and racial discrimination, it is what we understand, and it is real. Race is defined by common understanding in the speech of common unscientific men. All right. You also see on these federal documents, right here, you see this one right here is coming from a college. They're teaching you how to fill out these documents, that they separate ethnicity and race. Wow, isn't that interesting? Race is right there on the federal documents. Right here, you go. Introduction to sociology. Again, in college, they're teaching you that race data is also used to promote equal employment opportunities, etc. So it affects you in college. Interesting. Everything in a social society is a socially constructed social construct. Now, the brother mentioned that, so he knows it's a social construct. What does that mean to construct? It means to build. It means to bring it into existence, meaning into reality. Here are 111 examples of social constructs that you live by every day, like genetics and nationality and borders of governments, etc. And specifically, society itself is a social construct. So let's move on. I remember they were talking about citizens in my last debate. I see my last opponent is here. So I decided to go look it up. What do they think about the U.S. citizens where my opponent happens to be living? Oh, here it is. Revisions to the definitions of race. And when we see race, we see Black or African American. And that is what we click when we look like us. Not sure how much we got to spend on that. All right, here's the study. Mind you, you see why they changed the standards. This is the question that they're asking here, the reason they did it. This is the study that they use and that they base those changes on. You see under the slice there to the left, they identified 6 main genetic clusters, 5 of which correspond to major geographic regions. And to the right, you see the breakdown according to race, right? Because those genetic clusters match the genetic regions. So population, the Native Americans, East Asians, Pacific Islanders, Caucasians, and Africans are each separate racial categories and races, meaning race is real, right? Now it's fake on his slides, right? But everywhere else, it's going to be real. Oh, who's this? First of all, his name is Bantu. Why would you name yourself after the internal African diaspora, which has several splits in itself? If it was so serious that you shouldn't be talking about diaspora and identifying with the race. Why are you searching for white men if white don't mean nothing? If that was such a bad idea, right? Why would you be searching for white women? I can't understand. See, this is my issue is with people that pretend to do things on these debates, you know what I'm saying? But they go right back to dealing with race as soon as they get off these cameras. Look at yourself in the mirror, fam. You feel me? Now, what's the genetics of race? Right? This study right here is another one of the studies that they used to classify the new definitions of race. Identifying genetic differences between
10 minutes.
races. 2 minutes?
10.
Oh, okay. Identifying genetic differences between the races is scientifically appropriate. It says it right here. This is one of the studies that they use for the federal documents. We ain't got to stay on that. Boom. Race, ethnicity, and ancestry are used interchangeably. Remember, the unscientific men needs to be able to understand it. That's why, right? So they make sure it's going to be used interchangeably. That's what it is. And ancestry refers to the race and ethnicity of an individual's ancestors. He argued that for me in his whole debate, his whole first round. He was talking about ancestry, and it refers to the race and the what? Race. Continue. All right, and here's all my sources if you want to go check me. Check. Boom. Again, this is that same study, and you see the breakdown on the map of where they put the races of their original places of origin. Check. And they say self-reported ancestry is a good predictor of one's genetic makeup. Interesting. Let's keep going, right? Like I said, they categorize it into 5 major groups, and this is what you live by every day. When we get off of this camera, everybody that lives in North America is going to go live by this. Boom. Right here. If you don't identify yourself by race, form one of these forms. It tells you right here that they will identify your race and ethnicity by visual observation. That is very real. Race is definitely real when it affects your job. Check. These are race and census, race categories and censuses from around the world. They deal with this in Brazil. He's talking about Brazil. Yes, they ask you about your race on those same type of documents in the Brazilian census, same in South Africa, in the United Kingdom, and obviously in the United States. Anthropology and race. Race exists. The human races are equal biologically, and none are inferior or superior. That's what they found, right? So they found establishing that human races are equal in terms of biological and intellectual constitution was what they found. Check. If race is fake, how is it that forensic anthropologists are so good at identifying race? Race is real in anthropology. Continue. All right, the African diaspora, we all know what that is, but those are the definitions if you want to get into it. I mean, this is a map of the most racially diverse countries in 2025. How do they know that if race is fake? Are those people not there? Check. The positive effects of identifying with the African diaspora, right? Studies show that racial and ethnic identity can significantly improve mental health. Wow, Black folks don't need that. Pan-African identity, as you see, is the title of this study. As a matter of fact, while everybody got jokes about Pan-Africanism, studies show that racial and ethnic identity can significantly improve mental health. You need to be focusing on that. Anyways, these are the studies. You can check those out at your leisure. Positive effects of identifying with the African diaspora, again, with the motherland. Identifying and forming connection with a motherland is a fundamental part of human nature, right? And so what my brother is asking us to do is to deny our fundamental part of human nature and connecting to our motherland and let everybody else deal with that. Over 170 million people in the diaspora, but we're supposed to not connect with our motherland. So the idea of family came up and connectedness. Non-kin conversion can be found in West African traditions. I didn't put it on here, but Central African traditions as well. And it's also as a result of, as far as in the diaspora, a result of separation due to slavery and colonialism, right? Of course, we all got what? Play cousins, brothers, sisters. We all do that. Of course we do that. Why? Because first of all, we see that it helps us with mental health. But what the studies found is that type of thing protect African American youth from adverse impacts of what? Racism. You can't have that without race. You can't do it. It can't be done. I'm waiting to see how you're going to do that. It takes a village to raise a child, and having play cousins strengthens familiarity. Why is that important? Because Black people across the diaspora continue to create bonds that aren't necessarily based on biology, but because we connect to the idea of a motherland. Now, when we move further, my man was going with all this genetic this and genetic that. What does this say? Right? Matter of fact, this is one of the studies he was talking about with the 99%, et cetera. What it really found is, though, if the two most different individuals in Africa are more different than any two individuals outside of Africa, what that means is the African diaspora is more alike to each other than to all Africans on the continent. Meaning we are together, no matter where we are in America, Europe, Asia, Afro-descendant peoples around the world are united by common ancestry. Just like my adopted family of barbarians, gang gang, do you gang bang? Did our barbarian ritual, you feel me? He want to talk about Afro Sri Lankans. They got clear African and Bantu. Bantu, ain't that your name? The Afro Sri Lankans got Bantu maternal and paternal signals. You know what I'm saying? You can go do the studies. When they talk about they call themselves Kafirs, they get that from Leo Africanus, and the place is called Kaffraria. Yeah, they identify them. They're calling themselves African when they say that. I told you that before, but you don't listen. You and your little group don't listen. Your other buddy didn't understand that African slaves were part of the Afro Sri Lankans. Here they are telling you that this is them themselves. Yeah, right? The same thing with the Bantu associated Afro Indians, CDs, right? African ancestry, Afro Australians, African identity. Same thing with the Afro Brazilians, genetic ancestry, genetic admixture in Brazil. Same, obviously, with us, right? We don't have to do that genetic ancestry. We know that, right? Afro Latinos, we know that again. Genetic population, genetic ancestry. And I'm doing these facts so you can definitely go back and study all of those slides and
5
check
minutes
all the
left.
sources. Oh, I love it, right? So here you go. Afro Canadians, you already know about them. You know what I'm saying? And here are your genomes and all the other business you was just talking about. See, because we talking about normal speech between regular people, right? When we talking about our race and connecting with the African diaspora, we see what's happening across the world. And the only time you hear this conversation come up about race not being real is when Black people talk about coming together and doing better for Black people and uplifting each other. Then all of a sudden we get somebody to be cheerleading, somebody be goofy and want to separate from everything, right? Like this one cheerleader I had to snatch these pom poms from the other day in 12 seconds, right? Let's give you a couple examples of how we connected, right? Afro Sri Lankans, Afro Caribbeans, specifically in St. Martin, right? And Afro Brazilians, all are descendants of slaves from Africa, right? Brought by colonialists, right? And here you got the breakdown. The shared connect, that alone connects us. Once we understand that that right there is a part of why the continent of Africa is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And then the people that came from it, we already know why we are in an issue. Right? We were taken from our original homeland. The same thing happened to these people. So if you don't understand this chart right here, then you trying to say that you're not Black. So if you're not Black and you're not a part of the Pan-African understanding, you know what I'm saying? Why is all of this always around all of these Black people? I would love to see you guys go do these things and go talk about this around the people that you want to be around, since Black is not correct. You feel me? Since us ain't supposed to do better, since us can't come together and do right. You know what I'm saying? Go do something with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because we over here trying to do, this channel is a Pan-African channel. You feel me? So like when we say that we connected via shared experience and understanding, when I take you back and talk about family, you know what I'm saying? How the non-kin conversion, where is this at? Right? Yes, I called them cousins over there. Yes, I call you brother. Yes, I call homegirl sister. Right? I do that across the board because the shared identity uplifts us internally because you saw the mental health stats, right? However, that that motivation will cause you to then create things that will be better for us as a people. But y'all don't want to see us as a people, and I don't understand that. But I'm gonna sort of leave this up here and end on this joint.
2
The
minutes.
diaspora of Blacks, 2 minutes? All right, yeah. So the diaspora of Blacks can no longer trace a straight line to an African past via ritual and tradition. And we know why that is. Instead, they must acknowledge and embrace a global citizenship that is syncretic and culturally diverse. The brother was saying how we can't be one race because we so separate. Nah, race is one major umbrella term that includes many different things. So that one chart he put up there with them different with Igbo and Egyptian and all that. Yeah, if that's us though. I just if I didn't show, I'm gonna show how they connect back to Africa. If they're African, if their genes and their biomes, or what do you call it, the autosomes and all those other things that he want to, yeah. Listen, if they connect back to Africa in any part, they are part of the African diaspora. That means they are a part of what we would call the quote unquote African family. And then later on, we call it the African race. So obviously, race is real. It's ridiculous to say that you're not a Black man in the middle of all these Black folks watching you talk about Blackness. You know what I'm saying? And then we see you on a daily basis. Well, I'm gonna say it like this: we see my opponent on a daily basis, referring to black, referring to white. You know what I'm saying? On a daily basis, so he completely understands what I'm saying, and so we can end it there. End around 1. I will stop sharing. Well, actually, if you could stop sharing it, that'll be cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna just remove it from the screen so you can so you forfeiting the rest of you got 25 seconds.
No, 25 seconds. Yeah, no, I'll talk it out. So listen, yeah. So the whole idea is that race is real. You know what I'm saying? And the African diaspora, African is one of the listed races. Next is Black/African. That is a race. And yes, there are many things that come underneath that. And just trying to say that it's fake, knowing that tomorrow you about to go to a place that you just got finished checking a box saying that you black is crazy. So, like at some point, we do got to deal with reality and not just a slideshow just because you want to win a debate. We know what's going on in the real world. And let's do it. Have a nice day.
Oh, they squabbling now, boy. They squabbling. That was round 1. That was round 1. They squabbling. Let me check in with Jashub. Are you ready for round 2, my boy?
Definitely ready.
Hold on. You got anything you want me to pull up?
I want you to pull my screen up. And while you do that, I'm going to do a lot of rebuttaling. This was very sued. And this is what I expected, a sociological argument. Again, just because the social climate or things are socially agreeable, like putting something on a paper. I can put that on a paper and say I'm a Christian. We're having this issue right now of people fighting against biology, men claiming to be women because they identify and socially identify as women. Just because they identify and are a bunch of nutcases that agree to being women does not mean they're actually biologically women. Therefore, it's not real. He also said race is a culmination of skin color. Did I not address that in my first round, judges? That skin color is not a proxy for ancestry. Just because you share similar facial traits, morphology, skin color, skull structure, does not mean you go back to the continent African one. Dravidians have dark skin. Dravidians look quote unquote Negroid. And just because people use colloquial speech does not make it real. My man's an atheist. Christianity is socially constructed, and he will tell you that it's false. He will tell you God is false. The Christian cosmogony is false, even though 3.3 billion people agree to it. Just because witches are socially constructed and people died, real implications. Just because something's socially constructed or agreed upon or something's written on paper does not make it real. He talked about self-identity. Again, people identify as women, people identify as animals, wolves, bears. That does not make it true or make it real. He also said court decisions. Again, court decision doesn't determine what is real in the natural world. You got to show it existing in the natural world. I want to see that race gene. You didn't show that. You talked about colloquial speech. Again, that doesn't really have a bearing on this argument of what people have in colloquial speech as people walk around thinking that they're werewolves. It's also... he talked about the unscientific man. We don't care about what the laymen say. We're asking the question, is race fake? And you need to deal with biological properties, your genes. You haven't dealt with that. It says race used to promote opportunities. What does that have to do? All you did was rabble rouse and appeal to emotion. That's all you did. You also brought up races are the same. You brought up all Native Americans are the same. That is false. You brought up blacks are all the same. You brought that up. That was on your slide. Now I'm going to show you your own damn slide. Your own slide where you killed yourself on. When you went to this 2005 paper and judges noted, I brought 2017, 2021, 2025 scientific papers. He went to 2002. The African diaspora is more alike to each other than to all Africans. That means there's a difference between people that you categorize as black. Black is a singular entity. They're not a singular entity if there's a difference. It says right here in your quote, genetic differences within the African diaspora today are likely smaller than differences within Africa itself. So race is false by your own source. A pseudo dies on his own source. This is crazy, man. You just really just committed seppuku. And again, just to remind you guys, reality. He kept giving you notional ideas, idealistic ideas. He gave you a bunch of ideas that socially agreed upon. Okay, big whoop. You're an atheist. Christianity is socially agreed upon. 3 billion people practice it. They believe in a Christian God. Does that mean God is real? No. Reality is the world or state of things that actually exist. Your genes exist, your chromosomes exist, your ancestors actually exist. He also brought up, oh, race is indicative of your ancestors. Well, if you believe that, you got white ancestors. You got Asian ancestors. You got overlap in your genes. Your ancestry comes from all over the place, like your Malagasy people, like the cities, like the people, the Kafir people. Who have they been mixing with for the last 400 years? They're more similar to the population they've been mixing with. Because over time, you mix with populations that are closely in proximity with you. So they've been having sex with Sri Lankans for over 400 years, and we see it in their genes. Again, we still don't see race in reality. He has failed. He has failed to do so. We haven't seen one iota of it. Just a bunch of social flim-flam. Now, just had to get them rebuttals out the way. Share this tab just to remind the audience and the judges. I've already addressed the skin color argument here. Sharing skin color does not mean genetic relatedness. So his whole first round was seppuku. It says, but genetically they are no more similar than our other widely separated groups. Somebody all the way in Sri Lanka is going to be vastly different from a Congolese. A rainforest hunter guy is not even the same as a Congolese. And they share the same continental space. You're not factoring in admixture. Skin color is not closely associated with the percentage of recent African ancestors a person has in Brazil, showing you that that is false. It does not reflect reality. Again, we brought up haplogroups, what they mean. We see people that descend directly from Europeans. He said, oh, the motherland. Well, guess what? Europe's their motherland too. Because you got plenty of Africans that descend from Europeans. You're an African American. You descend from Europeans. Your motherland includes Scotland, Ireland, and Western Britain. Play with somebody else. Variant ancestry prove that race is fake. Our results build upon findings from previous studies using smaller data sets that Africans, Native American, and European ancestry vary among individuals in the U.S. So you got a tripart ancestry amongst people in the U.S. which have African ancestry, Native American, and European ancestry. So put them in a singular entity known as race is false. Race is fake. It does not reflect reality. Sources on the screen. Up to date 2025, by the way. African Americans autosomal profile proves that race is fake. However, we observe Black or African American participants with greater than or equal to 50% total European ancestry as well as other ancestries. We are a composite. This is what reality is showing you. Your social mumbo jumbo, the moment you acknowledge it's a social construct, you concede the debate. White Americans' autosomal profile prove that race is fake. Additionally, some white participants were found to have greater than or equal to 50% African and also Native American and other ancestries. Source on the screen, brand new paper 2025. Race is fake because it does not reflect genetic ancestry. These results highlight the complexity of genetic backgrounds and admixture within these groups and demonstrate that social constructs of race and ethnicity do not accurately reflect underlying genetic ancestry. This is up-to-date science. He is doing the Dunning-Kruger effect. He's going against the science which is a study of the natural world. You got to show it in the natural world. I don't give a damn if it's on a paper. I can put Christian down on the paper. Race associated with abstract beliefs proves it is false. Race associated with abstract beliefs about shared genetic ancestry or biological traits. Again, abstract beliefs is not concrete. Just because somebody wrote it on the paper, just because somebody put it on their driver's license, even though African Americans probably only a driver's license, it means nothing. Zero, zips, nada to the real world. Variation amongst African groups prove that race is fake. Our results in previous reports highlight the importance of avoiding using African continental ancestry as a single entity. And he did that tonight. He said, it don't matter. They're all on the African continent. You're using a single entity. The minute you use a single entity, you concede the debate because that's not reality. Reality shows you, as you put in your slide, that there's a variance of the people living on the continent. Romo is not the same as a Congolese, a Benin Togo, a person from Senegalese, that are Senegalese. It's not the same as a rainforest hunter guy. A rainforest hunter guy is not the same as a Moroccan. They're all separate peoples with their own separate groups within this single entity, showing that this single entity is false. Just because you categorize something as something does not make it real. Diversity on the subcontinental level proves that race is fake. Given its consideration of well-documented subcontinental ancestries within Africa, the Americas, Asia, and Europe, along with their substantial region variation within continents and in the U.S., we recommend treating continental ancestry not as a singular entity, but as a composite of diverse subcontinental ancestry. So you can't just say, well, they're just African. That's a singular entity. This is the African race, single entity. That's anti-science. Race is fake because ancestry varies widely among racial category groups. Ancestry varies widely within race and ethnicity groups, both nationally and at the state level, emphasizing the inadequacy of such descriptors for defining genetically or biologically distinct populations. In my first round, I defined what race is: separate, distinct populations. Separate and distinct. No, all these people that are not the same. So that's out the window. Let's get some history on race. Race is just made up in the human imagination by colonial Europeans, survived through the Civil War. As we can see, race is a figment of colonial slave owners' minds and doesn't reflect reality. From the 18th century on, negative characterizations of Africans formed part of a new rationalization for enslavement. These became the stereotypes of race and race differences that we inherited in the 19th, 20th century. But he's Pan-African, but this is what he's celebrating. Race is literally constructed by human imagination, not physical reality. As they created the institutional behavioral aspects of slavery, the colonists were simultaneously structuring the ideological components of race. Again, if it's idealistic, it's not a part of reality. Race is fake because it was invented as fabricated social marker for slavery. And it literally says, as Virginia's Governor William Gooch asserted, the assembly sought to fix a perpetual brand upon free Negroes and mulattoes. Physical features became markers of racial or social status, literally created in the human imagination. Race ideology is a belief, not a fact. Again, the idea of race being separate, distinct, and exclusive has been hewn down. We don't see that in nature. We don't see it. Race itself is fake. The ideology is false. Finally, it was believed that race differences were inherited and immutable, meaning they don't change. That's false as well. Genes always change. Through each population, subsequent populations, they change. Again, race was created. We don't see no natural kind. It's an idea creating separate and unequal types of people. Imagination, again, just like a man claiming to be a woman. It says when we analyze the autosomal ancestry components for black and white samples presented on average. Here
5 minutes.
Here goes the Brazilian sample. Here's the gut punch. Y'all get ready. This is the gut punch. When we analyze the autosomal ancestral components for black and white samples presented on average, predominantly European ancestry. So whether they call themselves black or call themselves white, the major component of their ancestors go back to the European continent. 48% with the black, 68% with the quote unquote white, being it higher in whites. Source on the stream. We use an up-to-date Science 2021 Springer. We observed a considerable overlapping at the individual level among blacks and whites when considering the African and European components. They shared a similar ancestries, Western Asian ancestry, Western European ancestry. Whether they look black or whether they look white, whether you label them that or what. Again, a man can call himself a woman. It does not make that biologically real or real, period. It's still fake. Just because someone categorized it. Here's the source right here. We also observed the phenotypic categories did not reflect either uniparental ancestry, so their mother or the father side, as the total sample presented mainly Amerindian maternal contribution and European Y haplogroups, meaning results of admixture between European migrants, European men, and Amerindian or Native American women. But you couldn't just tell by looking at them or your fake sued race. Brazilian populations is still a great example of how race is fake. The black sample showed mainly African maternal contribution, whereas the white sample presented mainly Amerindian contribution. Again, going off race doesn't reflect that. And here's a chart for my judges can see and my audience can see, exemplifying this. With the phenotypic groups, as you can see, the blacks, about 55% have African maternal lineages, and about 45% non-African, consisting of European, Asian, and Amerindian. Again, black, like I read in my first round, fails to capture this. Therefore, race is false. It's fake. It does not exist in the natural world. Whites have a variance as well, with majority of it being Native American Indian, some of it being African ancestry on their mother's side. Also, European, about 25 to 30%. But the vast majority is non-European. Let's look at the male ancestry, the patrilineage. That's the bottom part of the graph. Over 75% of the blacks in the sample are of European derivation on their father's side. 75%. The rest is Amerindian and African. Majority of black Brazilians in this study was European on their male side, showing you that race is false, it's fake, and does not reflect ancestry. Majority of whites are of white DNA European ancestry, and you even see Amerindian, African, and Asian on the white side. Ancestral overlap falsifies race due to the shared ancestry concepts not being applicable in real time. Brazilian population shows a great amount of overlap between racial groups, proving that race is fake. Here's another example. As ancestral overlap falsifies race due to the shared ancestry concepts not being applicable in real time. Oh, all these people that are black, they got shared ancestry in the motherland, Africa. They got Africa. Oh, what about this European component here? For everybody watching, the purple component is the European component. The green component is the African. The blue is the Native Indigenous American. You see the groups labeled blacks? They are a tripartite admixture. Majority of their ancestry going to Europeans. That's that purple bar. The whites, majority European, but they also have African and Native Indigenous ancestry. It says phenotypic categories do not reflect autosomal ancestry of Brazilians. Their true ancestry is not reflected on what phenotype you assign them to. Brazilian population show great amount of overlap between racial groups, proving that race is fake. Again, in our study, the phenotype of individual sample did not correlate directly with uniparental or autosomal ancestry, meaning the direct father and mother ancestry or their total ancestry, except for self-declared Amerindians were about 80%. Despite that, African and Amerindian paternal ancestry were higher in blacks than in whites. These proportions were low in both groups, with an overwhelming majority of European Y lineages. Same paper. Okay, at all. A similar
time.
And you ain't on my level, nigga. And you just lost to the motherfucking devil, nigga. Yeah. That's it.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this from the screen, bring y'all back up. Hey, y'all, just a little housekeeping. Do me a favor, since y'all here in the chat, if you like what's going on and you communicating, please hit that like button. Let's get these videos up. You know what I'm saying? The more you hit the like button, the more, publicity these combatants get. Appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And we get right going to the bottom half of round number 2. Pan, you ready?
Hey, ready. Let's do it.
All right. Would you like me to add your screen to the stage?
Yes, sir.
All right. Here we go. Add to the stage.
Yeah, you let me know when it's time to run.
Let me see why it's not. It's for some odd reason. It's not letting me add to the stage. Hold on. Let me.
Is it on my end? Oh, you got it?
Yeah. Get it ready. I'm going to reset the timer for you.
So make sure we good and moving. Just let me know if we good and moving.
All right. Go ahead and test it.
Here. Check 1, 2. You can hear me?
Yep, you good. I see the word family blinking on the screen. I'm gonna make it full screen on the layout. I start
when you ready.
15 minutes, and as last time, because you requested, I will let you know in increments of 5, so that you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes down. Got it?
Very much.
You got
Let's do it. Let's go. First of all, before I get started, among the Denise says for Laura. Okay, let's do it. Gang, gang, do you gang bang? Now, first of all, the brother spent a lot of time on the Afro-Brazilians, I believe. He's really focused on that, right? Very interesting. But that's okay. But you see here that there is admixed. Just on my slide that I said that they were admixed. I understand that they were. However, the ones that here's the key, the self-identification, you know what I'm saying, is the other part. But you also see a systematic scoping review of the genetic ancestry of those people, you know what I'm saying? And you can go into this a little bit deeper. He went into the little, tried to show you little different things like that. However, everybody knows that there are Afro-Brazilians. I don't know why he's going so hard to prove that they're not, you know what I'm saying? And again, all of these things here are, you know what I'm saying, these are studies that show that there is genetic ancestry amongst these people, you know what I'm saying? And so now one of the points that I wanted to touch on earlier, though, as far as the unscientific men statement that I made. Like basically, when we're talking about race in general, in law, at your job, wherever, when we're talking about race, it's a common understanding, and there's a reason for that. But let's get started. Round number 2, sponsored by Dose Keys. Let's get it. Social constructs. You keep holding on to that, right? So if anything that's a social construct is fake, you know what I'm saying? You have to understand that language itself is fake. Otherwise, we will be speaking to each other in grunts and groans. So yes, things that are created by society do evolve and change throughout time. Social constructs are real, just like money, just like work, just like wealth, and everything else. And this is not an appeal to emotion, and it's not even me saying it. You know what I mean? I mean, it's literally society saying it. But there's my source down there at the bottom. Also, I showed you that dealing with federal documents and employment and doctor and your hospital, your child's school, your college, even, you know what I mean? This is the study that they deal with to identify race. Native Americans, East Indians, Pacific Islanders, Caucasians, and Africans. And it's based on genetic studies of world populations. So we understand that there are differences, but it says 5 major groups, meaning that we understand that there are minor groups, right? Of course we do. As a matter of fact, they identify a couple right there under Black and African American. It says you can write Haitian or Negro, Black or African American even. Okay, so we obviously know that there's differences. So he's trying to run a game on everybody because he understands that just saying it's fake makes no sense, right? Now he's talking about dying by sources. My goodness, if race is fake, why is all of your slides say black and white? I mean, you did this to yourself, bro. You decided you want to slice your own throat in front of everybody for the Halloween show? Okay, but why is it blacks and whites? Why would you do that, bro? I don't know why you would do that. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, we can go back into these other ones. You can hear him even in the thing. He said that we have white ancestors. Who are you talking about, bro? And that's what I'm trying to say. Basic understanding, common language, all of those things are social constructs that we understand commonly amongst each other. Otherwise, you couldn't even talk without saying blacks and whites. You know what I'm saying? We understand who a black person is and who a white person is. Why don't you? You was typing this yourself. Remember, he was like, look at the purple spot. Look at the purple area. Well, look at it. Matter of fact, look at all of them. You know what I'm saying? These is all different races here. You know what I'm saying? It is. He separated the African and he found a slide to separate African and blacks. But even that, those are right there the Black Americans. You know what I'm saying? And you see that there's still green in that section. He's trying to run a game. But like he said, stupid niggas die by their own pseudos die by their own source. Again, you see the breakdown by the genetic studies of world populations, right? And there's the study, you can go look it up yourself. That shows, it accounts for, it shows you right there, it accounts for variation, genetic variation. Why would he say that that's not what I was talking? He's crazy. He's empty room. All right, let's get it. These are other aspects of life that race is absolutely real in. Okay, let's deal with it. This sister right here in technology and communication had to figure out a way to get black people to get recognized by AI. AI is not real right now. With all of the things that you have to deal with in technology and making sure things is right. I remember the first thing that came out about this was black kids in a bathroom trying to get the hand dryer to work. Right. And this sister right here is doing work based on the racist and not necessarily intentionally racist, but the programmers. So you have to be intentionally thinking about race in order to design certain things. 10 minutes, check. So as far as that sister right there, since we're on sisters, I want to shout out all the breast cancer warriors. You know what I'm saying? It's Pinktober. Salute them. You know what I'm saying? And keeping on that, African American women, black women, have the highest death rates from cancer. How do they know that if race is not real? Right. It deals with health and wellness and mortality. That's another aspect, other aspects of life. Health and wellness, racial differences in bone density. I didn't make this study. He keeps saying that, oh, he said this, he believes that. No, bro, everything that I said, I'm reading from a study or studies dealing with high-level school or federal governments around the world, mind you, right? Race affects your food. Race and racism affects your food. Racial differences in perceived food swamps. Check. Racial bias in hiring. Are you telling me race is not real at work? Are you telling me that we don't understand that race is a serious thing with our names when we get hired off of an application to our face when we get there? Who counts as black in voting maps? Why is that important? If racism is fake, if race is fake, why is that important? Check. I think I got some more pieces of paper laying around here somewhere. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, higher disease rates for blacks compared to whites. How do we know that? Based on some of those studies that he showed with the word black and white, because they all classify it with those 5 major groups. It's around the world. Here's something on education, how race affects education opportunities. We all know that, right? Health and wellness, promoting health and intervention strategies from social and behavior research, another form of mental health. You know what I'm saying? Where we're dealing with race specifically. You know what I'm saying? I got more stuff. Hold on a second. You know what I'm saying? Mortality and ethics. Hold on a second. Racial differences in education. Hang on. Racial disparities in mortality by sex, age, and cause of death. Interesting. Social determinants of health. All this is dealing with race. How is race real in all of these aspects of life, but race is not real on his slides? That don't make sense to me. You feel what I'm saying? The influence of spirituality. Listen, race and spirituality is, come on, it's linked to heart health. Please. How can they tell that, bro? I found the one I was looking for. Here. The pillars of health disparities in science. The first one that they list is race. How can race be fake if it's one of the pillars of health disparities in science? Hello, there's more stuff in this box. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Some more court cases. I got you. So race is real in the United States courts. These court cases right here affect you to this day. While he's talking about outdated business, to this day, these court cases affect you. And if they don't, it's a problem based on your race, on the basis of race. You see it right here. Board of Education. They just got finished trying to deal with that again a couple years ago. Boom. Race is real in Russia. Is court cases that'll tell you racial discrimination. Yes. And so you can't go to Russia to get away from you. You want to get rid of your race. You want to put down your race, but you can't go to Russia to do it. You know what I'm saying? Race being real in Russia again. You know what I'm saying? Here's the court case. You know what I'm saying? Race being real in Russia again. Okay. Here you go. Race back in America. Okay. Race back in America again. Everything based on race. So if the law's not real, how is when they make a decision in law that affects you and the people that look like you not real? I don't understand that. Race is real in Tokyo. Look at this. Yes, racial profiling. Black folks over there. Of course. In the UK, race is real everywhere around the world. Every place you look, law and order, morality and ethics, health and wellness, education. In Canada, like fucking everywhere. Race is real everywhere, except for on his slide. Now, he want to talk about genetic traits and markers. Let's talk about it. Biological evidence linking African descent populations across the diaspora. Okay, that's us. And I'm talking about you. Specific variants, right, that spread via forced or voluntary via migration into diasporic population. Obviously, the sickle cell trait. Where you gonna find that? He said, "Show me the genes. Show me the medical." Okay, so here you go. Sickle cell. Bang. Another different version of the sickle cell situation, right? Popular amongst African and Afro-Caribbean. Afro-Caribbean. If you're not black, if Pan-Africanism isn't real, and you're not a part of the African diaspora, what is an Afro-Caribbean? You just Dutch if you live in St. Martin. Get him out of here. Listen, shared immune system variants that reflect a shared evolutionary history. He's talking about things change. Of course, things change. We believe that. Yes, I'm an atheist, and I believe basically believe in evolution, right? So yeah, things is going to change. It's what it is, right? Remember, race is one of the pillars of health disparities. How can they tell that if race is fake, right? Glucose 6, specific, right? G6PD, right? Specific. How can they tell? It's because it's us. No matter where we are. Ancestry helps explain the patterns of disease prevalence. Okay? Yes, we got sources for all of these. Let's get it. The African diaspora has shared genetic ancestral contributions from similar African regions, which is biological. Right? The Tishkar study, it's right there. You know what I mean? This gene is literally called the dark gene. He's talking about all that face and hair and skin color business, right? This gene is called the dark gene. Be mad at that. Now what? What you gonna say about that? It's common in Africans, specifically the Bantu descendant ones, like your last name, huh? And you know how many? Yes, and you know how many Bantu variants is. You went ahead and named yourself Bantu. right? And decide to come into this debate? Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Let's get it. The APOL1, G1, and G2 are clear ancestry correlated medical risks, specifically dealing with race. Yes, that's us. Remember, I showed you one of the main pillars of medical disparities is race. High carrier rates among African population, Afro-descendant groups of the A thalassemia gene, or I'm sorry, gene deletions. Hello, right? And they can tell based on our race. Okay, boom. L haplogroups in the Americas. I mean, you already knew that. You had that up in your joint, right? Good job. Here you go. E1B1A. You had that in there. You was trying to connect white people to that. And you used the word white when you did it, which means you understand race and you understand that it's something that everybody knows and uses on a real everyday basis. But you decided to come up on this platform and challenge us to say the race is fake when you know that you're going to go back out here tomorrow and start looking for white women. It's unbelievable and unacceptable. Demonstrate the CYP3A5 demonstrates ancestry correlated differences that have real clinical consequences. Meaning, like, can you take a certain dose or toxicity of a medicine? That's us. That's black folks. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Metabolism of many drugs in African descendant populations, like antidepressants. Again, this is a different one. CYP2D6. Get the fuck out of here. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Right? The AQ24 prostate joint. Now, you know, black men, specifically African American, but all African descent, have these specific ancestry-specific disease genetics. What are we talking about? All of this work to prove that Afro-Brazilians ain't a part of the African diaspora, just so you can say that you're not black, just so you can put down your blackness and use black and white in your presentation. You're an embarrassment, and everybody that support that nonsense is an embarrassment. Race first. We about our people, no matter where they are, even if they don't understand it or don't adhere to it. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Embarrassing. Genome-wide measurable signal tying diaspora population back to African regions.
2 minutes.
Exactly 5?
2.
2. We're not saying that everybody is exactly the same. That's retarded. If you thought that's what I was saying, you might be. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is that we connect with each other via the non-kin kinship that we talked about earlier. You know what I'm saying? Based on the colonialism that was put upon us. You feel me? And it definitely is backed up by the genetic studies that you use every day at work. Fuck out of here. Identifies ancestry-linked variants that influence neurological disease risks like Alzheimer's and stroke. What are you talking about? This right here comes from the University of Essex. You can see it. Let's go. All these race is real in all these aspects of life. It manifests as a lived social and genetic reality connecting all the African diaspora across the continents. You feel me? That's what it is. That's what it's going to be on Lord Denise's. You feel me? How many time I got left? Let's go back and do some more shout outs. Let's get it.
You still got about 45 seconds, my brother.
Yeah. One more time. I'm dead serious about this. You know, we laughing and joking, and it's a serious debate. But peace to the breast cancer warriors, the people that survived it, the ones that went through it with the family that may have lost somebody. No joke. Paradigm Shift TV 314. We with you, man. Peace and love. Have a nice day.
All right, you have 20 seconds left.
No, we good. Let's get it.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and remove your from the screen. I want you to prepare. We're going into the Q&A, a.k.a. the chin check session. Since Jashub opened up first, we know we reversed the order, and now Pan starts the Q&A. Let me get my timer for 10 minutes starting. I want to make sure both of my combatants are ready and prepared. Lucifer, are you ready?
Smack, is you ready?
Yeah, you already know.
Let's get it.
Shout outs to the Paradigm Shift family. If you are watching and you've been rocking since the intro, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to these combatants. They cooking with gas and hot grease right now. Let's get it. Pan, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. You know this is the Q&A. You have 3 times to pause the clock. I start when you start.
All right. First of all, this is Valora. I just want to say Are you a black man?
Hold on.
You know what?
Fix your mic. You don't sound clear.
I'm gonna check 1, 2. Can you hear me now?
You just a little bit lower than you was earlier.
1, 2, 3. Can you hear me now?
Way better. I start
Check.
when you
Let's do it.
start.
All right, we right here. Are you a black man?
My social category or whatever category someone applies to me has nothing to do with anything. Still a social category, doesn't exist in reality, doesn't exist in your genes, doesn't exist in your chromosomes, doesn't reflect your ancestry.
So that's a no?
I just answered you.
No, it's a yes or no question.
I answered you.
So you're not black. Okay, so did you understand when I showed that the federal documents where you have to choose what race you are were governed by genetic studies of world populations?
No, they weren't. Matter of fact, actually, the Federal Directive 15 literally says racial standards aren't based in science. It literally says that.
Okay, but the OMB standards that I just showed you, that's based on the federal documents that you fill out that I showed.
Yeah, again,
all based on genetic studies, right?
Those are just labels and titles. They don't reflect reality. It's not the physical world.
So it's not the physical. An application for a job is not the physical world.
Categorized does not make it real.
But that's not the physical world.
It does
Are
not.
you saying that a job application is not the physical world?
What I'm saying is the physical realm, meaning it's not idealistic. You're giving me an idealistic notion.
No, I'm talking about your job, bro. Reality. I'm talking about an actual job.
Yeah.
When you go to work, if you go to it, you have to fill out that application and you have to check a box.
I didn't check a box in my application. I didn't.
Okay. Okay, let's move on. So during your debate, several times you made the mistake of using the word black and white on your slides and in your speech.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to explain that?
Yes, I can explain it easily because in the papers that I provided, they understand that these terms are socially recognized. That doesn't mean they're real. So again, they will say phenotypic types, what people self-identify as. Just because someone self-identifies as something does not mean it's real. It's still idealistic and notional.
Real? Is the government border real?
No, borders are not real.
So
the government
border real?
No, a line on a map is not physically real. No.
Okay, so there's no states in America?
No one said that. You asked me what borders real. Borders are just imaginary lines.
The only way that you can get to states is to have a border. So are you telling me that the divisions between the states is not real and that it's just one?
No, it's not reflected in the physical realm. It's not. Geography determines.
So there are no states, is what you're saying.
I'm sorry?
Are you saying that there are no states?
I never said anything. All of those things are
what I'm asking you. But I'm asking you. I need you to answer my question.
Human imagination exists.
Okay, so I just showed you 111 other things that are social constructs that you live by.
They don't exist.
Like money.
They're not real.
Doesn't exist. Money's not real.
The paper
I just saw you showing money on a camera the other day. Are you saying that wasn't real?
Got you. So the paper, but we apply the currency. We apply the value to it.
Now, a minute ago, you just said paper is a situation. Now, we apply value by printing on the paper, correct?
Again, what reality is something that
hold on, slow down. So we don't have to again. We apply value. Hold on. We apply value to it by printing on the paper, correct?
Yeah. And that value is not in the physical.
Earlier in your debate, you was talking about how things that is on paper is not real. But you just said the paper in your pocket is real.
Yes, the paper itself, the value is not.
Money the value is not real. What are you saying, sir?
The value is not real. It meaning it doesn't. Okay, is it idealistic? Yes. So move on. It's idealistic, so it doesn't reflect reality. Go ahead.
And then you're gonna go to work tomorrow and work for some paycheck.
Yeah, for a socially agreeable value.
Oh, so you are a part of society. Are you a part of society?
Society is also a social constructed concept.
I know. I had a slide that said that. I know that. So are you a part of society? Are you a part of society?
What do you mean?
Are
What do
you
you
a part of society? You just told me that it was social construct, so
Yeah.
you know exactly
Yeah,
what I mean.
I said
So
in my
the
round,
judges,
just because we
the
socially
judges know
agree on
what you
something
mean by
doesn't
not
mean it's
answering too.
reality. I'm
The
answering.
judges know what you
I
mean by
just
not answering.
answered you. Just
It's
because
yes
we
or no.
socially agree on something does not mean it represents reality. I define reality.
What do you? How can you define reality if it's not agreed upon?
I gave you the definition. Reality is something that exists.
How is
in
that
the
definition?
realm.
That definition is on paper. If
I'm
we
trying
don't
to
agree that
answer
that's the definition,
5
isn't that
minutes.
just a
Got
social
you.
construct?
Got you. Again, we define things based on characteristics, right?
Yes, exactly.
The physical
That's
realm
my
actually
point.
exists.
You keep making my points. I appreciate it.
The
Thank
earth
you.
exists. Humans exist. Race doesn't.
Black people don't exist.
The concept of race does not exist.
I just showed in my debate where you was looking for white people.
Your notional ideas and idealistic ideas do not exist.
It's not my notion. It's yours. You was the one that put up. You was looking for white people.
According to academia, it's notional. It's idealistic.
It was you typed that. It wasn't academia. It wasn't a copy and paste. You typed the word black and white. You did that.
Again,
I know you didn't mean to. I know you rethinking it right now because once you decided that you had to come back to my question: are you a part of society? Yes or no?
I explained it.
Are you a part of
Because
society?
we socially, again, I'm answering again. Just because we socially agree on something does not make it real. There's my answer.
So what is real? Give me an example of something.
I defined it in my in my round. Something. All right.
I know. Give me an example right here.
All right. So the world or the state of things that actually exist. My genes exist. My chromosomes exist. The earth actually exists. Geography, as far as
you realize the names that you are giving those things are also social.
Yeah, but they characterize reality. They characterize reality.
And we're
always
exactly.
no matter what.
So you understand. So you understand.
No matter what
that you just made. So the point that you just made.
We don't see race in the real world. We don't see it in the physical realm. It's not reality. It's idealistic and notional.
I heard you, bro. So the point that you just made is when you're looking at black people and they get categorized as black people, you completely understand exactly why that is, right? And that is very real. Just like you see something else and name it.
Socially agreeable term does not mean it's real. Just like which is
socially agreeable. Like I said, you're gonna go back. You're gonna go back to my.
Doesn't mean it's real. The Christian belief and faith and cosmology is all false, even though 3.3 billion people agree in it. It's all false.
Religion is definitely real because they're definitely doing it.
Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I just said?
Yes, I heard what you said, but you keep trying to frame it
weird.
You keep trying to frame it weird.
Cosmology is all fake and idealistic.
There's churches everywhere.
Christian God is real. But
I know. God is a different thing than the religion itself.
Thank you.
A God is a different thing than the religion.
So is witchcraft real?
So thank you. I appreciate you proving every point for me.
Proving that it's all emotional and idealistic. Thank you.
As a matter of fact,
it's not a representative of reality.
You can go ahead and let him ask his questions.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. He conceded his time.
All right, 2 minutes. You conceded your time, correct? All right, give me a second to restart the counter for 10 minutes. All right. Mic check, everybody. Mic check.
Let me set my timer. If I had it, I was timing him. So, all right.
Check. Pan, you good?
Check one.
All right, you are pretty low. You were up high.
Check 1, 2. I gotta hold this joint like this. Is it better?
Yeah, it's way better.
All right.
I start when you start, Jashub.
Just to remind the judges in the audience, we are arguing is race fake. I'm the affirmative. He mentioned 1,000 things that prove that race is fake. He said that sickle cell is race specific. So I'm gonna ask you, is sickle cell race specific?
That is not what the slide said at all. And see, that's the thing that you keep doing. You keep reframing stuff in the wrong way.
So
like if you just made
okay, you're killing my time. So why did you use it to buttress race?
You want me to tell you what I said?
No, I want you to answer why.
This is a specific genetic variant.
Hold on.
It's a specific genetic variant that has spread via migration, forced or voluntary, into diasporic population. That's what I said.
All right, but we see it. Do we see that sickle cell trait in other groups that are not diasporic Africans?
Yes.
Okay, then. So it's not race specific, showing that race is false. You can't use that as a metric. You also mentioned several other groups.
Because you can find.
All right, let me ask you again. Do other racial groups, because you mentioned Alzheimer's. Hold on, you're killing my time. You're killing my time.
It's a way to get the guys together.
You're killing my time. You're killing my time. You mentioned Alzheimer's. Do other racial groups suffer from Alzheimer's, or is it race specific?
They do suffer from Alzheimer's.
Okay, then. So again, that's not race specific. The judges to note that there's also a false metric to try to prove race.
It was study dealing with how we deal with Alzheimer's, not necessarily the other races. It was specific to how we deal with the treatment and the disease itself. Yeah, because people care. People do care about black folks. Yeah, I know you don't give a fuck. People try to make sure.
Stop. I'm about to ask my question, but I have to stop you first. Okay. So again, stop. The classification of humans into biological races was fundamental to the historical justification of slavery and colonialism. If we adopt the biological view of race, how do we prevent the past misuse from re-entering our culture, our current political and social discourse? Because you keep bringing that up.
Part of the thing, yes, part of the issue is connecting with the rest of the African diaspora who went through it to figure out a solution. Like, this is the thing. Like, every time we try to figure that answer out right there, we get y'all talking about ain't no such thing as race.
So, okay.
Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, look at what you're doing.
You're going to ask me a question like that. Hold on. You're going to use the same exact rationale of the people that created and imagined this stuff to disparage black people. Thank you. I don't want no more. I don't want no more.
It happens to us based on that, and we
stop. Next question. If you had to create a new taxonomy for humans based purely on biology, would you still use the term race, or would you adopt a more scientifically accurate term that acknowledges clinal variation in ancestry, such as populations and ancestral geographic groups?
If I had to say the first part again,
if you had to create a new taxonomy for humans, would you still use purely on biology? Can you still use the term race?
Okay. I would still use the term race based on the social understanding that we have now. And
I said purely on biology. I said purely on biology, not sociology. You can't use the social you can't use social nothing. You got to use biology.
Okay. Say that question again.
All right.
No. You can even pause the time. You can really pause the time.
If you have to create a new taxonomy for humans based purely on biology, would you still use terms race? Would it be applicable? Purely on biology.
I don't know. I'm not a fucking scientist. Why would you ask me?
All right, so I want the judges to note that he can't do it because purely by biology.
No, I'm not a biologist. Neither are you. What are you doing? You just have this using black and white.
You're killing my time.
Neither one of us are unscientific men.
You already conceded. Stop.
We're unscientific.
So, Pan, if race were real, naturally occurring category, why did the concept not exist in other groups like ancient Greek, Roman, medieval European societies, ancient African groups, Bantus? All right, if it's going to be representative of reality, why don't we see it until the 17th century European colonial imagination?
Two reasons. First of all, it was based on where you was your kingdoms and your nations that you was from back then. We don't have that right now. And second, you had get into this earlier, but like, how you gonna be talking about me using the 2000 study, but now you gonna go back to ancient Greece? How you gonna go back to ancient Greece? But you mad at the 2002 study?
It's the concept. I wanted a racial concept prior to 17th century. You could not provide it. Okay, Pan, is it your position that the scientific consensus, which overwhelmingly supports the view as race as being fake and a social construct, fundamentally
wrong? You don't find race is fake written anywhere.
I did.
You don't find race is fake written anywhere.
I literally showed you the slide where it says race does not exist. From a science.
That is not racist.
I told you that.
You don't see racist.
Right, so you being to those scientists. Okay.
No, I showed you that. I showed you the very opposite of that. Plus,
let me ask you a question. Does race? All right, next question. You're killing my time. We're not getting nowhere. You're killing my time.
That's not my fault. You're not getting nowhere, bro. I rebutted every slide that you showed.
My next question: can you show race? Can you show race in our genes? Can you show race in our biology?
What you talking about? The Rosenberg study showed you our genes separate us into the 5 major groups of the earth, bro. I showed you that already.
All right, so let me ask you my follow-up question. Since you're saying that, is there overlap between those groups?
Yes, I've already shown it's in the same study.
Judges, I want you to
in
know
the same study. I showed you the map that showed you the overlap. You should have been paying attention.
Are Native Americans?
You're not paying attention. You're not paying attention.
Are Native Americans a distinct, exclusive group with no overlap?
They no. First of all, the no overlap part, leave that out of it because there's overlap in all of humans.
You're not answering.
There's overlap in all of humans, but they are a distinct race of the 5 major groups of the world. How many times do you need me to say that?
He's invoking something that's false. Okay, so let me
genetic study.
Let me ask you a question. Next question. Let me ask you the next question. Is race a biological fact? No, let me ask you another question. Is race a biological fact?
A biological fact?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't exist in reality. All right. It don't exist in biology.
It definitely exists in reality. Because
okay, so it's not ideal. Hold on, stop. Next question.
Like I just showed you.
Next question is race. Hold on, stop. Is race idealistic?
No. It's so based on the genetic studies of world population. Genetic studies.
Let me ask you again. Is race an ideology?
No, it's based on the genetic studies of world populations.
I want my
categorizes the races.
I want my judges and my audience to
provide
20 sources showing that race ideology. It exists in the idealistic realm. It does. Stop. You killing my time. Stop. You're killing my time. Again, I just want the judges to make note. Okay, stop. Okay. All right. So next question. We define reality as which is not dependent on human convention. Is reality dependent on human convention?
What do you mean?
Your whole argument. Does reality depend on human convention? Ideas, imagination.
What do you mean? It's whole studies on I think, therefore I am. What are you talking about by human convention? Explain it.
If you remove humans out of the equation, does race
remove humans? What is the point of any of the conversation?
Because
why you gotta go so hard to prove that you're not black?
Because you need human convention. Hold on, stop.
Go be with them, bro.
You need human convention, so therefore it's idealistic, which means it doesn't represent reality as defined. Let me keep reading. Let me keep reading.
World populations that you live by every day.
Was the one drop rule accurate?
No, that's crazy.
It wasn't accurate. Okay. Why wasn't it not accurate?
Why are you dealing with outdated sources? I thought
you pulled up something from 1932. Stop. Let me ask you again. Why was it not accurate?
It was in ancient Greece because that's not how you base things. These genetic studies.
Why don't we base things off of that? Why?
Mitochondrial DNA. I'm telling you, these genetic studies that classified the current definition of race that we have today that you live by into the 5 major groups was based on genetics.
That's not what I asked you. Why was the one drop rule not accurate?
Because it wasn't done based on genetic studies like the ones that I'm telling you have classified race today.
Are genes
2025. 2025.
So our genes real?
2025, sir. Right now, you go outside.
You said it's based off genetic studies, right? So our genes real? Our genes real? Okay.
Things that we call genes.
All right.
Yes.
And you brought up haplogroups. Do Europeans have African haplogroups?
Do they? I don't know. Answer the question.
Yes, they do. Emphatically, they do. So there is no separate distinct group or race. Is race a singular entity?
No. I just showed you the genetic studies that shows the overlap. Why do you keep asking the same question?
You. So race does not reflect reality.
It's 5 major racial groups. Lord Jesus. Fuck out of here.
Let's go.
That was the end to the chin check round. The Q&A has been completed. And so now we are going to wrap up with a 3-minute closing. Pan, are you ready?
Yeah. Easy work. Can you hear me?
You are low.
Check 1, 2. Can you hear me now?
You're better. Try to speak loud. Do you need me to share your screen or are you just going to close out?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Because my man was stuck on the same question like 36 times. Let me know if it's up.
It's up.
All right. And how much time we got? 3 minutes?
3 minutes. And I'll start when you start.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna start right now. Okay. So this is the main study that was used to right now deal with all of those. You see, National Institutes of Health. If you're in America, the United States of America, the National Institutes of Health. Oh my God, that's their classifications based on race right there. It's right there, bro. That's the whole country, right? The genetic study over here by Rosenberg and the rest of these cats over here, right? It showed you the genetic structure of human population, and they identify 6 main genetic clusters, 5 of which correspond to the major geographic regions. That's the 5 races that you see on your documents. You know what I'm saying? Now, this particular slide, you see the brother, he can't get away from saying race. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Using race as a descriptive because that's what we doing. You know what I mean? It's real enough for him to put on his slide. Like, how is it not real enough for us to, like, I don't even know what he's trying to prove here. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when we talk about social constructs, like, okay, look, what are you talking about? Look at the paper down here. The social construction of reality. The social construction of reality. Everything that we call reality technically is a social construct because we agreed to call it that. So like he admitted all of this and he understands all of this and he's gonna go back to this saying black and white tomorrow and playing around talking about he's looking for white girls and all other business. You know what I'm saying? Again, his name is Bantu, right? I mean, come on.
60 seconds.
60 seconds? Right, his name is Bantu. Talking about the internal African diaspora. That's got like 36 different split offs. Was all of those the same? No, of course. So here again, just real quick, shared experience connects us and wrap up that other cheerleader too. You feel me? So yeah, just on some real business, race is absolutely real. Diaspora blacks can no longer trace straight line the African past via ritual and tradition, and this is everybody. Instead, they must acknowledge and embrace a global citizenship that's syncretic and culturally diverse. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we know these things, man. You know what I mean? So I don't understand what this was about, but I'm glad he decided he got it off his chest. He don't want to be black no more. We can wrap his ass up, put him over there with the rest of them. You know what I mean? And move on with the rest of our lives. Have a nice day. You know what I mean? Among the stars, and these are below.
All right. That's time. All right. That was Pandemus African, the Pan-African atheist, with his closing 3 minutes. Jashub, are you ready for your opportunity to close out?
Smack, is you ready?
Yes, sir. I'm ready. Ready.
Let me set my timer, man. Boy, this was a sued on full display tonight. Just pretty much tried to duck and dodge science all day and got stuck with it. So, friends, colleagues, we came here today to test a simple premise that race is fake. And over the last hour, the facts have led to an undeniable conclusion. The concept of race as a system of distinct, exclusive human groups is not a biological reality. He even admitted to this. He even admitted to the overlap, the admixture of groups, showing it's not a biological reality. It's not real. It's fake. It's a political imagination. I asked Pan to provide the biological evidence for race, and Pan failed. Our own genetic evidence shows that this dividing line is a phantom. It is a fundamental truth that over 90% of human genetic variation exists within so-called racial groups. So again, the singular entity is the race. That's a singular entity. Calling someone black as a singular entity, but we see multiple and variations of ancestry within these groups. So we see 90% genetic variation exists within so-called racial groups, not between them. Pan cannot show you the invisible wall in our DNA that separates one person from another because the wall does not exist. Our DNA is continuous. It is blended. It is a single human stream flowing across the globe. We use the concrete example of Black Brazilian populations, where individuals visually categorized as Black often have primary ancestry that is European. This is a smoking gun that exposes the fundamental lie of race. Your visible appearance, controlled by small fractions of your genes, is a terrible, arbitrary, and misleading map of your entire complex ancestry, hence racist. False. Race is not a fact, it's a fictional ideal. Race is not real in the same way gravity is real or a tree is real. It's
30 seconds.
Imagine It's imagined. It is a social construct, a notional motif that only has power because a society have agreed to grant it power, meaning it does not exist in the physical realm. It's not real. The very definition of race changes depending on century, the country, the political climate. A real biological entity cannot be so fluid. Reality, as we have argued, excludes idealism. The concept of race is not a reflection of the natural world. It is a distortion created by human imagination. We provide an example after example. Being a student in the sciences, dealing with geneticists, dealing with the consensus, race does not exist. Race is fake. And he even conceded with the human convention question. He knows exactly what's going on. And his soul goes back to Hades with me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. That was what they say, a good old-fashioned barn burner. They both gentlemen did their job. Great presentations, great entertainment. As you always know, on Paradigm Shift 314, we're gonna get it done. I'm just gonna ask for leadership to step in so that we can get the judges to tally the scores. Good stuff, gentlemen. Pan, Lucifer, you guys did y'all thing. It was a very entertaining,
good job, man.
Very entertaining first and second round. Q&A was nice. The crowd was going crazy. People were very. I think they were thoroughly entertained, and this is what a good show out looks like. So I appreciate y'all, and we pretty much gonna wait for the judges to tally. Either the DMG or the Craigs. Can one of y'all come to the panel, please? And while we do that, we just going, shout outs to everybody that's in the building. Shout outs to the squad, everybody watching. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick commercial from our sponsors, and we should be back to you very shortly.
This is a Wave exclusive.
Plastic Craig is going down. They mad they couldn't. They point across. Shit, I love the sound. Them sources looking weak, homie. You know we gon' check them out. Flying through your teeth. Have my pseudo killer stretch you out. Bring them back, they calling me the puppet master. It's always some strength attached. The pseudo always dies at his source. We gon' see to that. There you go pontificate. You know we don't believe in that. And I'm bringing reading back. Don't I make this shit look cool? Debaters better keep it cool. Might hit up heavy hitters, have room, get at you. Have my scholars line you up, and I ain't talking barber school. Peer review party, bring your paperwork. You showed up to debate with no sources? Man, that's crazy work. Them ad homs that never work. If you scared, go to church. It's your Allah, no more.
Yeah, you already know. We in the building. So I guess I didn't get any word from the judges. I didn't get any word from the Craigs. So what I'm gonna do is assume that we're gonna do a follow-up show with the responses from the judges.
Cannon. They're saying they're coming up.
All right, cool. I'm glad you called it because I looked through my phone. I couldn't find anybody.
He said he's trying to get in a better area, so we just wait for a while.
All right, that's cool. Then we ain't gonna do too much.
We can talk about politics or something, man.
I'm gonna go with another commercial. Stay tuned.
My name.
The juice, I don't sip from the flash. Still on the move on the spirit, my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the gas. Never gonna smoke, I'm prepared for the cash. Boost in my veins like I'm post-fat charge. Got on my side, I don't got it at card. Pressure was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a star. Cause I got the juice. I got the juice. I got the juice. I got the juice. said a bind, he flesh in my ear like spit for the county. Spirit said chill, but the trigger was tempting. Whole lot of demons in the section I'm stepping. Brain got a drum or a hole like a stick. Bang for the Lord, every ride gon' hit. Close and slide, it was running like bait. I carry that text like a windshield whip. Flex said flex, spirit said rest. I was 10 toes down in the spiritual test. Came from the dirt, still cleaner than most. Flesh won't toast, but the spirit won't boast. Devil told laws, I be catching that purr. That's over revenge, but the Lord says spur. Bash like collar with the engine on red. Put it in park after old me dead. I got the juice, I don't sip from the flash. Still on the move, on the spirit, my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the glass. Devil won't smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fat George. But on my side, I don't got it at card. Pressure was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a star. Cause I got the juice, 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 I got the juice. Gave me the juice, but it came with the blessing. Get so many nights, turn pain into blessing. Bitch won't place, I just wanted confessions. The fame won't dip, so I dug through the lessons. Wasn't no cap in my name when I bow. Spirit said speak, so I prayed out loud. Old too slim, so I switched my crowd. Fucking with saints, not chasing the cloud. Spirit said spin, spirit said build. Spirit said feast, spirit said steal. Spirit said slide, spirit said kneel. Now bulletproof, walking in the king's wheel. I got that gold like a Moses to sin. Bible in hand, that's a loaded in 10. All in my cup like it came from the prison. Ain't chasing no fame, just battle the flesh. I got the juice, I don't sip on no flash. Still on the move, on the spirit, my gas. I'm on me, you can check out the class. Devil won't smoke, I'm prepared for the class. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fat George. But on my side, I don't got it at card. Pressure was real, the anointing been large. I walk in the light like a drip of a star. Cause I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I don't sleep from the flesh. Holy Spirit, my gas. On me, you can check out the class. Devil won't smoke, I'm prepared for the clash. Juice in my veins like I'm post-fat charge. God on my side, I don't gotta act hard.
I got the juice. You feel me? That's how he was coming on there. I got the juice. Hey y'all, if y'all have music that y'all feel like could be on the platform, definitely get with any of us, the Craigs, DMG, Sage, Anon, or myself. If you got music you want to submit that it even be, you think it'd be good for an intro or commercial, we definitely support, the creatives. Shout out to Trust and Believe the Gospel. As always, support the platform by giving it a thumbs up. Please like and share and subscribe. You already know. So we pretty much just stalling a little bit because we waiting for people to get into a safe space so that they can actually activate the panel. And so if you shout out to Elder Yara in the building. I see the tanks on the ground in the building. If you like this debate, do me a favor. Just say who y'all thought won. Ultimately we know the judges have the last say, but who y'all think got this done today? Was it Lucifer, a.k.a. Jashub, or was it Pan-Demon's African, the Pan-African atheist? Who do you guys think won? Leave it in the comments so we can check that out. All right. Yeah. Shout outs to everybody that's sticking around, Okay. Okay, I'm reading the comments, and so far it looked like a good mixed bag. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it a chance for the supporters. All right, and don't forget to come back here tomorrow, and we're gonna have another one coming. Hold on, let me take this call. This might be the judges calling me.
All right, no dead air. What y'all got going, man? Shout out to the YP in the building. Shout out to Real Ancestry. Shout out to Overlap Admixture. Not notional, idealistic things, man. Shout out to that. Shout out to actual reality as it exists in the natural world. Shout out.
My show came from scientists and studies. I didn't say nothing that came from me. That's where you got a problem, man. You trying to cap. You trying to cap.
You said basically that singular entity shit that you was using with just race.
I didn't say that. You keep saying singular entity. I never said that. Do
you know what a singular entity is? Calling someone black is a singular entity. Stop.
You keep saying that.
That's a singular entity. Do you know what the word singular means?
No, it means one motherfucker, and I never kept saying that. I didn't say that.
No, y'all don't after debate. Don't after debate.
Yeah, just play some music, bro.
Music. No, we can do that. We just
His ass out here always crying.
I talk about football. Then what type of football team you got? I'm trying to keep it.
Play some music.
Yeah. You want to play some music now?
Yeah, I'm gonna chill, bro. Spark this Dutch, baby.
Let me see what we.
I did get cussed out by this man a couple times. Called a dumbass, all that type of stuff during this round. That was funny.
I'm gonna drop this for show real quick. Y'all
you use black and white during your round.
We are not paying for another debate today. What does that mean? Oh, he said because we still no. I'm just trying to keep.
Spirit hit my soul. Now I go for show. Mama got me lean. That's the go for show. Never throwing darts. I reload for show. For show. I don't walk alone. I'm in them home for show. Got the word in my dome. That's the roll for show. Pressure got me pressing on gold for show. Face heavy on me like gold. You know, spirit in the whip, and it's riding clean. I ain't even flinch when they try to scheme. Hold me gone, now I beam the scene. Had to walk by faith, ain't no in between. Wasn't on track, now the lane got clearer. Devil in my ear, I rebuke the mirror. Used to chase the bag, now I chase the healer. Used to pop off, now I pop off the scriptures. I got loud. Got louder. Used to move cloudy. Now I walk in power. Step in the room. Oh, if I get showered. I don't need fame. Just a king in hours. Lock in daily. Don't play with the oil. Just fall down when the pot uncalled. Gotta stole the shade, but the light don't fall. And G.O.D. the plug. I just move on soul. I don't go for show. Spirit hit my soul. Now I go for show. Got me lean, that's the code for show. Never throwing darts, I reload for show. For show, I don't walk alone. I'm in them hole for show. Got the word in my dome, that's the roll for show. Pressure got me pressing on bow for show. Face heavy on me like gold, you know.
I know I got about 30 seconds to make y'all feel this before y'all turn it off these days. That I might not even release this. But I be doing this shit for me, help me get through. I feel like I give until I can't, but most don't recognize until I ain't. Blood on them covers, she hoping paint. Sorry mama, but it ain't. This world took a toll on me, and everyone that said they loved me always seemed to fall on me. The same one that called me great, treat me like I ain't shit. I read between the lines, it's written all over your eyes. I see the disappointment in the eyes of the ones who want me dead, but I ain't never been scared, I tried to get there. Sometimes I wonder if I survived or did I die on that ride to that hospital. Demons all around me, I am not mental. This game of life, it is not simple. Last time I was happy, I was popping pimples. I copped a lot of guns cause I don't really trust none. Keep them all locked in the safe cause I don't trust one. Sometimes I say to myself cause I don't wanna be the one to fuck your mood up. And you think I'll be acting funny. Ain't nothing funny when that Glock to your own top. She just want the screaming to stop. daydreaming, I be scheming a lot. They say we all that we got. Well, I ain't got shit, cause niggas disappear when it's hot.
Humbly, I endure through life's trials. With fortitude, I face the miles. Though shadows darken, I stand tall, unyielding in the face of it all. Through battles fought and battles lost, I find strength in the tempest tossed. For in humility I find grace, a guiding light in every space. Through hardships faced and burdens carried, I seek solace, though weary and heavy. For the humble heart knows its worth, not defined by the accolades bestowed on the earth.
I find myself locked inside the walls of my mind for such a long time. Niggas see results of these crimes and call it strong grind. I just pray to see the sunshine. Meditation never helps, I make these songs cry. Serenade the broken hearted like I'm right there. I might be. Niggas tell me do the right thing, but I'm not Spike Lee. If I was down bad, stains on my white tee, who would give a fuck about me? Probably very few. That's who I fuck with. I'm talking like one or two. You don't wanna drink from this cup, it's close to 100 proof. Not after major bucks, but I deserve a Grammy. A drop top vet dripping candy. Long time coming, was it worth it? Probably not. No dessert until I drop. Hitting circles around your block, empty some rock. We could've both died. The second time I dodged death. It took my mama and her sister to get me off of that stress. I often guess and wonder if I made the right choice. Or did I kick the door and set it off? This could be purgatory, night of the sleepwalkers, where dead folks seem to keep talking. Are we dead yet?
In silence, I find solace and peace. Every moment a chance to release. For in humbleness I am made strong, unafraid to admit when I am wrong. I endure the trials that life presents, embracing each challenge, learning from events. For humility teaches with gentle might that growth and wisdom will come from taking flight. In each step forward I find resilience, a quality forged through something brilliant. With head held high yet humbly inclined, I am
Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. We gon' come and see about it. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. Find out nothing sweet about it. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. We gon' come and see about it. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. Find out nothing sweet about it. Look, mile like 3-6 pulled up, ski trip, cold winter. All my niggas eating good. I remember when we had no dinner. West side, east side, no side, both sides fucking with me. Check, coming, check, leaving flex season. Fuck 12, come and get me. Gil has to run around high speed, chasing all the big bags. Bending corners, bending rules, bending necks. Give your bitch a whiplash. Slide through hot knife, warm butter storm, gutter drain lane. Young man, old habit, still at it, tryna let my chain hang. True story, new story, 2-story condo, B&B. 4 bath, 1 me, no key, like I did a B&E. B&Me so good, so hood, so not worried about it. 250,000 new views, old news, know you probably heard about it. Extra, read about it. Headline, word around town, flexing. Ballin' on my course, so I ain't worried about nobody out of bounds, stressing. Feeling like Hercules, murder these pussies ain't a problem to me. Tried to tell the maid service don't come unless you bring it condoms to me. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. We gon' come and see about it. Flexing ain't discreet about it. Extra read about it. Say you wanna beef about it. Find out nothing sweet about it. Moving, shaking, coming down, tipping. Stacking, racking, money, power flipping.
Hey, Cannon, play that Cedric. It's Cedric bar.
It ain't in the it ain't in the folder.
Hold on, come to my house. Quarter ounce of cookies got me one with my couch. Made my own lane, they can't come for my route. You catch me running up them digits, hold not running my mouth. And now they see me up doing everything I plan to be. No new niggas around here, this just my family. Tryna spread love, my life ain't about no vanity. Gotta cut ties if it ain't good for my sanity. Ain't gotta speak, they know all top with me. I can't do no drama, I be tryna cop some property. Thinking that they hot shit, but it's funny cause they not to me. Talking all that pessimism, but that shit ain't got to me. My shit like prophecy, ain't hard to see it, all my partners chosen. Gotta pop my shit and clock my grip and keep my pockets swollen. These niggas be scary, I'm Chuck Berry, how I'm rockin' rollin'. And they know I'm bout my slide through Southside, how could I not be holding? Brody say he got another play for me, say less, I'm en route. Cause it's getting paper shit, the only type of shit I've been bout. And I'm praying faithfully, but you know I gotta let that sin out. And I gotta be cautious of the message that I'm trying to send out. Energy so positive, I'm positive they can't stop it. Gotta set my stop loss just to make sure that I take profit. Putting pack in the air, put a little bit of lemon all in my green tea. I'm living no limit, they know what it is right when they seen me. You ain't hit my phone up, hold on, come to my house. Quarter ounce of cookies got me one with my couch. Made my own lane, they can't come for my route. You catch me running up them digits, hold not running my mouth. And now they see me up doing everything I plan to be. No new niggas around here, this just my family. Tryna spread love, my life ain't about no vanity. Gotta cut ties if it ain't good for my sanity. Ain't gotta speak, they know what's really poppin'. I'm shiny suit man, making them bands, they know I'm Diddy boppin'. Slap 10 on the tank, I had to stop and get them top papers. These niggas gon' see me out and act just like they not haters. I had to get it how I'm living, now I'm living well. Cause if you can't make a decent living, then you live in hell. They steady stuntin', I be trying to teach the youngest something. I got that shit to shake your windows, keep your bumper jumping. Later on, I might just hit that venue, see what's on the menu. You tryna flex that shit that's on you, but this shit ain't in you. I'm about to book a trip to Aussie, tell a bitch get off me. Jet black and richer than your coffee, got me feeling saucy. Ain't talking power moves, you lost me, hold my time, be cautious. I'm sliding around my side like hockey, she gon' gag and gawk me. I'm dropping ashes on my slippers, kung fu with my kickers. Pulling in that cut, I'm sharp as clippers, jacket with them zippers, strip her out her knickers like. You ain't hit my phone up, hold on, come to my house. Quarter ounce of cookies got me one with my couch. Made my own lane, they can't come for my route. You catch me running up them digits, hold not running my mouth. And now they see me up doing everything I plan to be. No new niggas around here, this just my family. Tryna spread love, my life ain't about no vanity. Gotta cut ties if it ain't good for my sanity.
I'm thankful for family, I'm thankful for health, I'm thankful for the knowledge that I have and the struggles that I got over to be the person that I am today.
Hey, hey. Hey, look. Check how we moving with division in mind. I'm low side with my on division with slime. Been making plays, I'm finna dish 'em a dime. I feel my pocket vibrating, that's your on the line. Check how I'm living with division in mind. I'm low side with my on division with slime. You tryna hit me, gotta get in the line. Better go and get you some business instead of dipping in mine. Look, I hit the avenue, baby, I'm on a mission. I peel a scab or two if you play me some pimping. I used to talk a lot lately, I listen. I'm quick to cut them if they can't play their position. We slizzard inside the Chevy, no levy, holding the wave. Blowing this herbal medley, hit like a bundle of sage. Popping my little ism, I did them dirty, I'm petty. Moving, you hear me shaking, just hit my line when you ready. Straight from that Mississippi, a plate of fish and spaghetti.
deep in they feelings. I'm feeling like getting fetty. Up out of my mentions if you ain't mention that money. Thinking they player, we play it thinking it's funny. Put that in her tummy until she tell me she love me. If it work, I'm a genius, and if it don't, I'm a dummy. Funny that double standard, they never give you the credit. Leaving behind me to focus on where I'm headed. Like, check how we living with the vision in mind. I'm low side with my on division with slime. Been making plays, I'm finna dish 'em a dime. I feel my pocket vibrating, that's your on the line. Check how I'm living with the vision in mind. I'm low side with my on division with slime. You tryna hit me, gotta get in a line. Better go and get you some business instead of dipping in mine. They never wanna see me winning, I know it. Burning like I grow it. I got the feels of a poet. And even if I don't show it, I brought that and I blow it. Just bought a bottle of Moet. She lick a when I pull it. Baby dragging a wagon, I wonder how did she tow it. I'm that diva receiver, already know this shit, throw it. I touch down for the touchdown, make little baby bust down. Rude as I wanna with that, I don't give a sound. Every time they come round, spitting that garbage. Think he kicking me knowledge, but I was skipping in college. These talking that folly, must be off of that, and I can't argue with if they can't call me from Bali. I told them, check how I'm living with the vision in mind. I'm low side with my on division with slime. Been making plays, I'm finna dish 'em a dime. I feel my pocket vibrating, that's your on the line. Check how I'm living with the vision in mind. I'm low side with my on division with slime. You tryna hit me, tell them get in a line. Better go and get you some business instead of dipping in mine. I'm running this.
All right. We are back. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry about the extended wait, but I had to wait for the judges. Everything was just forwarded over to me. I know that that DMG typically renders the winner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read all of the judges' verdicts one by one, and then I will crown the winner. So the first judge says, very good battle from both sides to the point of confusion. Both had great points. Lucifer had the more recent and arguably more relevant slides. Pan-African had the realism of everyday hypocrisy that his opponent displays in his own life. But the Q&A was clear. Pan-African was the dominant. This debate, Pan-African was more convincing. That's Judge 1. Okay, oops. Let me get the second one up. I just got a text. Sorry. 1 second. The judges is calling me back.
No dead air, no dead air. No dead air, man. Who you with? I'm trying to keep y'all entertained, man. You can't have all these dead air sections, man. So yeah, man. How about them Cowboys? Let me read some of these comments. Anonymous Hero says Pan 1, Lucifer 0. Somebody said all this light skin slander. Sorry says great debate.
All right. I just got the ring from the second judge. Okay, so the second judge just sent me over their message. It says, okay, this is a hype debate, and this one is definitely going down in Paradigm Shift TV 314 history. Pan opened with his premise that race is a lived social reality based on biology, culture, and history, and that Jashub has the burden to process that everything dealing with race is not real. Jashub opened that race is not a reflection of the natural world, but a human construct. It had no biological credibility, and that differences between human to human biologically is barely present. They both had strong initial rounds. Pan set the scene for the legal applications of race in society and gave a plethora of social constructs that are present in our everyday lives. He also brought up the usage of race, ancestry, and ethnicity are used interchangeably. Jashub said in his initial round that use of race goes back to the 17th century and there's no biological basis. He said conversely that ancestry is more valid classification. In round two, they were both really strong, but I felt Jashub did a better job of refuting the points Pan laid out in his initial round. In the Q&A round, Pan definitely came out punching, asking Jashub questions about his own identity, asking about the reality of borders and if he's part of society. Jashub's Q&A was where he really shined. He admitted there was overlap in groups, proving a point Jashub previously made. And if one drop rule was accurate, and Pan said no, even though socially the use of such was prevalent. So in the end, even though it was really close, I give the win to Jashub, especially for the strong Q&A performance. That was judge number 2. All right. Well, they also sent this. Let me bring this up. So it's 1-1. I can't read this. This is extremely too small. Okay. Pulling it up. Looking at the last one. Okay, this is the third judge. This is an extremely difficult debate. One of the most difficult debates I had to ever judge in this section of the community. Big shout out to the Shift for the wild performances. Both debaters were fierce. I loved how Pan was actually able to prove that social construct based off of how humans perceived it through reality. Hold on, I'll make sure I'm not reading the same thing twice. Not only that him using religion was very clever. Hold on, I think I'm reading the same one twice. I'm sorry, y'all, because I got 1, 2. I have the same text message twice. Judges, if you listening, can you please send me the third one? The third, it's the same message 2 times. While I'm looking at that, I'm going to look at the scorecards. So I have 2 of them. And this shit is hard to read. It says the description. Did they present clear and logical, well-supported arguments? Did they demonstrate the ability to analyze and identify information? Did they were they able to articulate their thoughts clearly and concisely and confidently? So that goes for areas and standard argumentation, evidence, critical thinking, communication skills, and then there's one that says addressing opponent's points, refutation and logic, clarity and confidence, and strategic questioning. So this is what this is how they're scoring. And so I have the scorecards for the first 2, but I'm waiting on the last one because the last one is the same one as the first one sent again. So I'm waiting on the last judge. I'm sorry, I'm holding y'all up. It's 1-1 right now. I guess I'm gonna just ring them back and see what happens. I'm gonna throw on one more song to get this going. Let me find a song that's good. We're gonna run with this.
I am.
Mr. Jameson hasn't returned yet. I'll have him call as soon as he comes in. So
I'm on my going to November shit. I'll be back, but I just got some things I'm dealing with. And I apologize, but that's just if I miss. Tell my son we're swinging for the fences if I miss. I got tired of feeling like nobody gave a shit. And I had to look inside myself to find the strength. And ever since then, everything been making sense. I do my best, make sure my son preserve his innocence. Cause they gon' try to take it from him, but I'm his defense. I'm the king, she the queen, that make him the prince. I exist with the pain of us being lynched and being stripped of our royalty, and I'm pissed. I try my best to keep together. That's when my world starts to crumble. In the mirror looking at myself like what make you think they love you. These are gifts you got from God, boy, don't let them take it from you. That's what my grandma used to tell me. My son looks just like you when I love you. I watch myself burn to ashes, then I watch myself arise. In the eye of the storm, free from harm, just me and God. Times they left me out for dry, wondering how did I survive. Promise to God myself to Babylon and never leave his side. And even if I'm not there, I still exist through the vibes of certain things that can't exist without me. It's like time, and my flow just got better with age. It's like wine, I grew up and stopped fucking with niggas, just like swine. I'm not concerned about what's yours and what's mine. I realize it ain't a war on the poor, they want minds. Time to unify, accumulate numbers, it's crunch time. Strategize, stop endorsing they wars on the front line. But niggas just think I'm lying, but that's far from the truth. I kill myself before I stand up to them stars and salute. And I kick it like this, because the mother niggas not. We at war whether you decide to acknowledge it or not. But I'll be back.
I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I'm tryna do more for the soul, way less for the bread. Yes sir, I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I see the things that they do way less than they say. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out.
Can't be a real, might get you canceled. The whole system need to dismantle. Coppers treated like the utmost wanted. Tryna rule the block but don't know what goes on it. News got a story with a new take on me. Carrying out the window with the screw face on me. But I know that God love me when my burn 95 degrees and I can't get sunburn. Wonder when your government don't make me legal. Burn the whole city if I can't be equal. Get off my please, Brad, I earned that. 400 years, how you still ain't learned? I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I'm tryna do more for the soul, way less for the bread. Yes sir, I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I see the things that they do way less than they say. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Shout out to the trying to gentrify the genre. Tell them free my middle finger to your honor. In the days coming down the seconds on the timer. Goofy still trying to purchase that designer. About to buy, learn to grow my own food. Cause I don't like the look they give me in the Whole Foods. And when you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. But it ain't on me now, I'm limping cause my heavy. But ain't sweet, think we thin. My whole attitude on MC Ren. It's my neighborhood now, Bob, I bought that. 400 years, how you still ain't caught that? I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I'm tryna do more for the soul, way less for the bread. Yes sir, I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head.
I see the things that they do way less than they say.
All right. We back. Sorry about the delay. We got the last judge. The scorecard is officially in by a split decision, 43-41 on the scorecards by the judges. The two first judges wrote in specifically who won. The last judge dropped the scorecard. The new winner and champion is Lucifer, a.k.a. Jashub.
Damn! I fucking told you! Let's go! Let's go! Where my doubters? Where they at?
Congratulations to my brother. You know, Pan, you fought a good fight.
I love you, Pan. Without you, this wouldn't happen, man.
This was a good battle. All the way to the end. And congratulations, Lucifer, for the victory. And I'm expecting there to be a full conversation on the channel tomorrow. And then at the same time, do not forget that there is another battle happening tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. And we are going to close out with that. And great fight, gentlemen. And look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Good night.
You too. Be in. Culinary Arts School. I'm gonna put the heat to Pan. He know what's coming his way. I want to talk about that Pan-African shit when he was talking about Afro-Ukrainians, Afro-Sri Lankans. I want to talk about that, man. I think this dude got a serious race problem. I want to have a discussion, a debate about that, man. Put that on the line. You believe that race connects all these people, that they're all the same? Afro-Sri Lankans are the same? You think Afro-Ukrainians, everybody's the same? Is that what you think, man? What's connecting all these people? Your idea of race. Is the idea of race even real? Is that something tangible? Is that something that we can look and examine?
Lucifer, the devil is at your door. Talk to him.
Yeah, you know what it is. Super Pan Man, wild as a Taliban. Salute everybody in the audience. Salute the Pan fans. Salute my opponent. Salute his fan. What was he talking about? But yeah, I don't address cousin. He can see me in the ring and get his head knocked off. It's just nothing. He's just another victim. And his pomp and circumstance that he's trying to come in is just gonna make it. It's gonna make it harder for his ego after I whoop his ass.
This October, the mind games return. Two of the most dangerous thinkers in the Versus series step into the arena. Lucifer, the rebel intellect who questions everything. Standing in the way of the devil's glory is Pan, the reigning world champion, the Pan-African hero of the people, who must become something unholy to face something unholy. Enter Candy Pan. But can the champion's alter ego stand against the most sinister debater in the Versus series? The topic? Is race fake? One says race is the illusion. The other says it's an undeniable part of reality. On October 24th, only one truth survives, Night of the Living Arguments, where weak arguments go to die. Night of the Living Arguments Night to October 25th. This Halloween season, the scriptures shake, and the spirits of doctrine rise from the grave. Mr. Debate Mania himself, Big Himmy, the biblical barbarian returns, sword in hand, ready to defend the faith with fire and fury. But standing across the stage, cloaked in mystery and ancient knowledge, the anonymous, Hebrew the unseen scholar rises from the shadows to challenge the very roots of Christianity itself. The topic: do the writings of the Apostolic Fathers corrupt biblical Christianity? When belief meets bloodshed and conviction faces corruption, only one will leave the arena standing. Night of the Living Arguments, where weak doctrines go to die, October 25th, the Versus Series Debate League. Be there or be buried.
Lucifer, dawn of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth. Lucifer, Lucifer, dawn of the morning. Lucifer, Lucifer, dawn of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth. Lucifer, Lucifer, dawn of the morning. Lucifer, Lucifer.
Play the actual. Nah, let me get the actual song, G. We gotta get the actual song, bro. Nah, I'm so hype. I thought I was gonna get jerked. I'm so hype right now.
Hey, let me pull it up right quick. Let me get it right quick. Hold up.
I can get it. I can play it on the file. Hold on, let me get it.
No, you got it. You got it.
Let me get it.
And news.
I actually want to start a new stream, but all right,
we can shut it down. It's cool.
And let's start a new stream, a whole new stream, bro.
All right, you got it, man. And news.
And we dropping the link. Anybody can come up once we get in the new stream, y'all.
And we need that pseudo killers, John. You know what I'm saying? The only joint that he play. You know what I'm saying?
I'm buying a big red championship belt.
Gee.
Lucifer in the middle. Son of the Morning, Devil Horn, 6'6", the works. I'm finna look into that. I'm finna get my new belt. I got 2 belts. I got 2 goddamn belts, bro. I'm so fucking hyped. I'm off that goddamn coffee and shit. I didn't even eat today on purpose. I was like, I don't want nothing. I want to water fast. I water fast. Like I want to be as focused as possible. That coffee was making me jittery. I was like, God damn it. But I had to, because I stayed up. Well, I went to, I did the show last night. I went to sleep and I woke up on regular time. You know how your body wake you up when you always.
Yeah.
And I couldn't go back to sleep. So I said, you know what? Let me work on my material. Let me work on my bars. Let me see what I can straighten up. Boom, boom, boom. I just been hype all day. I'm like, I know I'm gonna kill this nigga. He not scientifically astute. Listen to the question and answer. He kept saying, I don't know. And this, that, and the third. And I brought the singular entity. He didn't even know what that is. Calling someone black, that's a singular entity. Oh my God.
He conceded to your shit a million times in that Q&A. That shit was, you could hear the confidence leave his voice completely.
Let me download this Lucifer track, then we're gonna start all over, y'all. Hold on. I need the title to be, if you can make it for me, Lucifer, the Son of the Morning, 19-0 champion.
You got it.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Hold on.
Let me I thought, hey, at first I'm like, man, come on, man. Like, but if he would have won, I gotta tell everybody, I will concede, give you your flowers, bro. At the end of the day, it's a sport, bro. I really don't hate these dudes, man. They know it. I gotta get into that dark energy.
Sure.
What's going on?
You still gave him his flowers. You just laid him on that damn tombstone.
Oh, you talk heavy, sorry. Oh my God. said,
Man, it was a headshot from round one. And like I said in the chat, everything after that, you was desecrating the body, my friend.
I rebutted the shit out of him. I wrote everything he said down, so I'm rebutting this. And then the sickle cell question, he said, "Oh, the sickle cell prove race." I was like, "Oh, really?" hey, Ibri, oh, really? Sickle cell. Well, shit. I'm glad I can go play a Hollow Knight Silk Song on my Nintendo Switch now, because I don't got to focus on the debate. Also, hype, I can't even type the damn song in YouTube. 2-time champion, man. Made debate history tonight, y'all. But we're gonna open back up. We're gonna open the floor. Anybody's welcome. Anybody's welcome, man. People that thought I lost and the other side want to get on here and give their reason. We're gonna let everybody up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Damn, now I'm confused. Hey, y'all want to know something crazy? Y'all want to hear something crazy? At 6 o'clock, I get the StreamYard. Out of nowhere, my internet dies. I was like, you got to be fucking shitting me. My internet just dies and I couldn't reconnect. I was like, oh man, come on, bro. Out of all times you do this, now you gonna want to do it. But obviously it came back up and it didn't give me no issue. Y'all heard all my rounds, right? I was clear and everything.
Yeah, he was good.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you had me fucked up when you said, "How's Leandre Crippen representing the blood of Christ?" I was like, "Damn."
Yeah, man. What you think of the bars, man? I was
Damn. I keep noticing you keep adding a couple extra bars to your shits. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, it's got a little bit longer, a little bit longer, a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? You've been burying niggas. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no, they were on point. I don't think people really be understanding what you be saying, bro. Like, it is crazy how you do your wordplay, bro. For real. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, your battle rap bars is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm bringing the whole package, bro. Showmanship. I'm bringing you bars. I'm rebuttaling my ass off. I'm trying to do the Q&A sharp. You know what I'm saying? But he keep all that trying to over talk. Nah, I got what I wanted. Move on. You're killing my shit, bro. Like, nah, bro. But you know,
I was hoping he was going to ask the judge to pause your time, but like the moderator paused, like, "Hey, pause my time. He killing my shit. He keep talking. He keep interrupting." But you know what I'm saying? But like, it didn't even matter. he still kept smacking it down. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. In the heat of the moment, you know how that be, man. I'm trying to move on to my next point. I'm looking at notes and shit.
Yeah. No, you did great though. Like the Q&A was the make or break round. Like I think for everybody, for the judges or whatnot, that made the difference or whatnot. Because a lot of it was nuanced. And I don't think a lot of people were catching the nuance in the first round. And I think it became super clear what you were saying in the Q&A. We kept hammering the same points over and over and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it became super simple. We're like, okay, like, what's up with the sickle cell thing? Is that race specific or what? Like, how's it work?
Yeah, he tried
what's
to
up with
pass
this
off.
all the time? What's up with that? Baba, like the way you walked him down was cold. Like you made him walk the plank a good 3-4 times. That was some cold shit.
Yeah, I write everything down. Recapitulation is my theme, man. I'm gonna keep bringing it back. I'm gonna keep harping on it. I'm gonna beat that drum until you dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep beating that damn drum, man. I don't know why my real player unable to download. All right, let me try again. Maybe I harness too much dark energy.
Hey, Jashub, congratulations, bro.
Yes, sir.
I had to step away for a second.
Yes, sir.
That was a good show, bro.
I was telling myself all I need the lad judge to be a little bit scientifically astute. You know what I'm saying? A little bit.
Yeah. I got a little worried once I heard the first and second, but then it was like, okay. Yeah. But yeah, the judges came through.
All right, it's not downloading for some reason. So what we're gonna do is end it anyway. I'm just gonna play it off the YouTube. Hey Quinn, we're gonna start a whole new stream, okay?
Okay.
All right, Moore, you ready? Let's rock. They keep saying unable to download. Yeah, let's end this one. Let me end it. I end it.
You got it.
All right.